We used to be solid, not falling apart. Things never not okay when you were mine. You used to be honest, not pulling my heartstrings. Every other day you change your mind. Cause when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you land in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like that. Getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and round, round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on loop. I used to respect you, thought I was enough. Yeah, feels like half a century ago. Cause you keep coming back after telling me off, without even feeling sorry between goodbye and hello again. Thought we could grow again, how about no again, again and again. I'm trying to tell you we can't be friends, struggling to comprehend that we broke up and ended again and again and again. And I'm getting busier and busier, so disorientated. First you want me, then you're busy. Girl, it's not that complicated. Got me tied up in a leash and round. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck in like glue. You keep me on loop. Yeah, when you're high, you call me like I'm lonely. Some kind of little toy for you to wind up when you're lying in bed and feeling lonely. I'm tired of being deployed like all I am to use a pet. You think you own me? I'm nothing but a boy for you to wind up when you wanna pretend to get to know me. You got me running in a circle. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on a loop. I'm just trying to find my way back to you. What happened to us? Round in a circle. Back where I started, I'm stuck here like glue. You keep me on loop.
I think we're just gonna switch over to this immediately. Not gonna do an intro or anything. How y'all doing, boys? Hope everybody's having a wonderful, beautiful evening. We got more duels tonight over in the EU. We haven't done these in a while, huh? So we're gonna try to see if we can get them up and running today. I am wondering if Leo and the regular crew are gonna be around tonight. But look, we haven't done these in a week, so I don't know how things are gonna go. I am excited for NA tomorrow. NA tomorrow should be a lot of fun. I did have a bunch of dudes reach out asking like, yo, so I'm excited about that specifically. We'll see how it goes tonight. Hopefully tonight goes well, because dude, I think I scraped through all the footage of duels we had. I do have a whole like file of just unending amounts of Paladin games, and I'm just like, bro, I am getting sick of just seeing Paladin after Paladin after Paladin after Paladin. I'm here with 0 people though. I appreciate you for being here, Johnny. We'll try to see if we can get him back up and running. Yeah, it's what happens when you get a brand new expansion. But hopefully by this point, everybody's got max level. It got some gear. I mean, we should hopefully be able to get some duels done tonight. You know what I mean? Wait, you get ratio in both EU and NA? That's cool. I thought it was just only one side, honestly. Okay, sounds. There we go. I knew that I was missing something. UI scale. Alright, that's what I change it. It's been a second, dude. It's been a second. Let's try to see if we can get a group together. We're gonna list them under Molten Core as per usual. 5V5 1v1 Duels, and we're gonna give it a competitive tag. Capitalize the D in duels and see how that goes. How you guys doing though this week? Hope everybody had a wonderful leveling week. I keep forgetting that it's this week was the one leveling became a thing, man. Radimus already in, my guy. Yeah. Hey, we got duels tonight. Let me know if you're interested in doing some. Oh yeah, that's Dan doing, but he's in Darator. He decided he is Arathor. That's gonna be his name. So we'll call him Darathor. We will abide by his what is it? By his request, I guess the word I'm thinking of. I can't think words right now, man. Hey, Azure Rex. Try to see if I can get literally everybody invited. Battlelord is a PvE guy. Ben? Dalaran? I don't remember if Ben joins these like ever. Caw? Hey, Caw. I'm just gonna hit him up. Cloaky. Hey, Cloak. What are you doing in Visions of Orgrimmar? Level 80 human Paladin? I don't know if that guy's around, is he? Hey, Cobra. Let's see if Cobra is down to play, man. I want to see if Cobra would be interested. So I got 2 Paladins already for my team. I don't think we want more. Hey, Denny. I'm going to see if we can get Danny Ganker in the race. Frostman is almost max level. I don't know if it is a second character, first character. Hey, Deathbeard. I can't spell Deathbeard for some reason. I call them Death Bears. That ain't right. Does Karner want to join this? Hey, Karner. Let's see if he's down for it. See if he's down for some 5v5 1v1 Kimpachi. Saba. I misspelled his name, but it's okay. Let's see if Danny Ganker is down to join. K-Scam. That's Felly. Felly's a PvE friend. Actually, maybe Felly plays PvP, but who knows, right? Hey, Nasmeshka. I want to see if he's down for it, man. Maybe we can get this Rush Cup. Getting groups together right now. Let Druid know, because he asked me about it earlier, actually. Does Pascal want to join in? Pascal. Is he on a rogue? Is that what that thing is? Human Paladin. Bro, okay, maybe we shouldn't buy that many Paladins. Maybe we shouldn't buy that many Paladins, you know what I mean? Priest? Yo, hey, oh. Rent a car. See if he's down for it. Rocat? I don't remember if Rocat joins these at all. If I'll be home, okay. Cobra, yo. Okay, well, Cobra could be lead on this team then. Cobra could be all good. Pascal, start leveling again. Alright. Do your leveling thing, guy. Speaking of leveling, is that Delve out right now? Oh, there it is. Yeah, Silvermoon. Wait, can I do another storm? I can't see another storm, can I? Yeah, because I'm seeing the wrong version of Silvermoon, aren't I? I need the different Eversong Woods, but I don't think I can see it. No, I actually can't see it. Yeah. That's odd. Let me see. Hi, what's up, Cobra? How you doing, my guy? Oh, Tama. Hey, Tama. See if we can get Tama in here. Does Carnage want to join then? Hey, Carnage. I'm just gonna ask, dude. I'm just gonna ask. Zakari, perfect being. He looks like he's a little bit of character. Does Rune want to join in? Hey, Rune. See if Rune will be interested. I'll also hit up Shadow. Hey, Shadow. Steve is down. Hey, Rocat. I don't remember if Rocat joins these or not. I'm gonna ask anyway. Yeah, level up. Oh yeah, so Tom looks like he's just leveling. Oh yeah, level 80 Pandora Mage. Yeah, that would do it. Never mind then. Yeah, I guess that would make it a little difficult, wouldn't it? Does MML want to join in? Zulaman. Maybe. Hey, MML. I am EU though. Hold on. Same. We got these over in EU right now. Is that what it is? Hold on. Is Rocat just was like, oh, Dal, I would like to join Duels, but I'm sorry. Unfortunately, I'm in the wrong region. Ooh, I won't be able to join you, bud. You're NA, I'm EU. I'm like, actually, we are playing your home region. So then I was going to be like, actual silence, no response, nothing. Rocat is just going to slowly like, oh, give it like 5 seconds and then remove me from real ID friends. And it'll be like, that's it. That's my exit. Ooh. I'm assuming that's what's happening right now, right? Does Athel want to join in? Oh, yeah. I want to have Athel in, but he's a Paladin. Oh my god. Everybody's playing a Paladin, dude. Is there no variety in this expansion? Is it going to be just a Paladin fiesta for a second, if not third? Well, was Dragonflight a Paladin heavy expansion? I think Shadowlands maybe was. Yeah, Shadowlands probably was. Dragonflight, was it Paladin heavy? I don't remember actually. I don't remember at all. Does hey Frosty, if he will be down for some. Maybe I can get him in on some of these. Well, it's gonna invite, man. I can join actually. Nice. Let me know when to invite. Okay, so with that, I'll need like what? I got MML, and I'll need one more. So I need two more, and well, one more if I get MML. Yeah, hold on, Lasmerska. Hey Dal, I really want to do this, but I'm still at 88. Viewer today. Damn. Invite. Okay, we got MML. Didn't realize Lasmerska is still leveling. Okay, Cobra is gonna have to be lead then. What's up, gamers? What's up, No Jab? How you doing, my guy? Gathering the boys. Gathering the boys, and then we need like Unamas. And Bonnie is probably doing his own thing. What a character named Turbina. Okay, who else can I invite, man? Keisuke asked. Naz? I don't even know who that guy is, to be honest. Dumboro. What are you doing, Dumboro? Healer friend. Okay. Wait. Actually, I want to see if NTG wants to join. Hey, NTG. I'm just gonna ask, dude. I'm pretty sure he doesn't join normally, but I'm gonna ask anyway. Who else could I invite, man? Rest in Hell? Yo. Duels tonight? Got a group if you're interested. Kimbachi did hit me back up. We are getting groups together right now. My group has +1 spot available 8 p.m. Yeah, we can do +1. We got a +1. Johnny, how's your group doing, by the way? Are you gathering the homies? Is it looking good? I guess it is going to be like this for like what, first week when everybody is spamming out to get their honor gear. What's up, this guy? How you doing, my guy? Ivan also messaged me back. Yo, no way near geared. Nobody is, dude. No one is. The best part is no one is. Nobody got gear. No one joined me for now? Wait, you still just by yourself? Shit, I may have to help you out then, huh? Ask some people. Okay, Kenpachi, I can get him in here. Okay. Kenpachi did say he is down. Rune! Might be available some BDs actually the PvP game for place. Got it. Yeah, do your thing. No clue. Man, let me tell ya. Tell me, man. Tell me. It was fun. Yeah, I enjoyed it. I enjoyed my time with it on the beta. It is fun. Hey, Duelers, what's up, Saya? Tell Saya, you want to join? Johnny got a group listed up in LFG. He's gonna need a +1. And then it should be good, hopefully. What is this? Why is Saba looking like a human? Why is Saba looking like a human? Wait. Saba's already here? Bro! Ah, that's sick! That looks awesome! What is that helm he's got? What is this color he's got? What is that, bro? Wait, it's part of his set. Is that a chest piece? It's gotta be a chest piece, right? It's gotta be this, right? Galactic Warmonger piece? It's gotta be that at this point. Yo, it looks sick, dude. It looks sick. Oh my god. Yo, the horror here though. Do they even have good PvP ratios? I know they got that like AoE damage ability, dot and hot. That should be kind of fun. Okay, so we got that. We need boys over for Team Johnny. I'm gonna see if I can even find Johnny's group or not. There it is. Okay, so we got 5. Johnny needs a whole squad, dude. So if anybody wants to join, hopefully Johnny's got one up and running. I'll be ready in a bit. Sounds good. Sounds good, yeah. But yeah, Johnny's gonna need a couple of bodies. Yo, how you doing? I like the mount too. Look at that thing. Look at that. Wait, I like the Mog even better. Look at that. This whole red look. Yo, even he's gonna taper to match it. That looks sick. Is that the full set? It's like partially set, right? Part of it is set, part of it is not set. It looks so good. Oh my god, bro. And a horror in here? It looks good. I like the eye patch you got going on. That looks sick. Oh, root walking? Oh, yeah. Their own like mage portals. Do you find all the routes that you can port to? Because you can apparently go like places with root walking. It's really nice. I think it takes you back to like the Horrendar world, the main zone, and then you could like go to different routes and then like transport yourself around to different routes. I haven't actually got to try it myself, but apparently that's what it's supposed to do. I don't even know what curse you got, but you guys are walking around all cursed. What is happening? How y'all cursed? Also, no prop pally shenanigans this week, by the way. Let's not do any of that prop pally. All right, that was funny business. No longer funny. No longer funny. I am not laughing. But I just think 90. I know people with 6 90s already. It's crazy, man. Yeah, if you know how to do it right. I mean, you just gotta do side quests, right? Almost the entirety of Silver Moon, Zuldazar, while the 10% XP buff is up, and you got the, what is it, the Warband Mentor buff, right? All that is super helpful, so definitely you want to run with it. And then the more characters you have, the faster it's going to be to level your next character, and the next character, and the next character. And then of course there's the delve where you can get a level every 20-30 minutes. That's also pretty good. So in an hour, that's 3 levels. And in 2 hours, that's like 6. And in another hour, it's 9 levels. And then you go turn in the quest and then you're done. So like in 3 hours, you can get a max level character if you really grind it. So it's really good. It's really good. All right, who else can I invite to Team Johnny? That is my question. Boris is up on an A. I would love to have Boris and A homies mess around with EU sometime. I think that'd be kind of fun. Hey, I'm gonna let Atha know we got some duels going. I don't know if he wants to join or not. Cloaky, I think I asked him already, right? Pretty sure. Wait, I don't think I did ask cloaking. He's level 80. Never mind, that's not gonna work then. Did I ask Dimish? Hey, Dimish. He was down for it. Okay, I'm join Johnny. Help him with the group real quick. Colbrio is lead here. Okay. Pop. Colbrio lead. Colbrio do the same thing. Just let me know how things are. Oh shit! Wait, he's got Bonnie in there. You picked up on Bonnie? Hold on a second. You actually picked up on Bonnie? I'll pass. Fair. Fair. No mind. Okay, so you just used 2 more then. Okay, so I just need to ask around and just point him in the right direction. You got him Bonnie in there? No shot. That's crazy. Does Gun got it? PvE, Andy. Now I'm using like all 120% of my brain. What song is this? What, the last one? Which one was it? Go back. It was this. Yeah, so this should take you to the song that's playing right now. I'm just gonna go back to this one though. Just keep the thing going. Does Locke do these? Hey, Locke. Oh, he's looks like he's in the thing. What do you mean? What do you mean? Hold on a second. What do you mean? Oh, Demon Hunter. Okay, okay. For some reason I thought Shadow Priest. Never mind. Never mind. Okay, fair. Fair. Actually, fair and real. I didn't look. Look, I said I'm trying to engage 120% of my brain, but like in a very specific direction. Are we good, Johnny? Are we set? Or are we good? Johnny, let me know if we're good, and we'll send it. Oh my god, yeah, no, you're right. Azrael, my man! Got spots? We do. Got one more for you. Yes, we do. One more just for you. Johnny, I can get Azrael in the group. Just log in rogue, perfect. Got a rogue goated. What's up, Mara? Hope you're having a great one. If he's in Kazakh, it's Bonnie. It is Bonnie on a Demon Hunter. So it's gonna be interesting. Oh wait, you guys need, oh shit, okay. I haven't set up my add-ons. Good thing they nuked them. They nuked them. Haha. What did Corby say? 1 sec. Other group needs a few more. Shouldn't take long. Okay, perfect. Motivate and we'll get Azrael in here when he logs. Azrael. I got one, so don't worry, I got one. Motivate? Don't motivate QD. Beautiful. I don't think you want to come warrior. They have 2 reds already. Oh, yeah. Wait, hold on. Warriors back in beta were able to stand toe-to-toe with reds on Fury and they would just out-heal them. So maybe, like, I'm just thinking max level scaling might be helpful there, but like, I don't know, dude. Turn group into raid. Por favor. Got +1. Yeah, it's yeah, there we go. Suggest we get Koopa in, and then we go. Beautiful. We're sending it. Johnny boy and Cobra 5 na grand 1. I think that should be good. As soon as Johnny delicious thing, there we go. We're set now. Is it not Bonnie Shadow Priest? Is it the real Bonnie? Is it not the real Bonnie? I don't know. I'm just gonna obscure that for no reason. You know what? Doesn't matter. It's just, think of it like this. Think about it like this. It's a gamer trying to game and have some fun. Doesn't matter if it's body or not body. Whatever headcanon works for you, honestly. Again, I'm just trying to take out like any tension out of this. Any tension. Gamers are just gaming. Bonnie, I hope you're having a good day, by the way. I haven't talked to you in a good bit, but hopefully things are good with you, IRL and all that. Hope you're having a wonderful start to an expansion. Yeah, just fair. So I played my class and I have no gear, so I never played this class. Yeah, just floor POV. Well, if you want to switch over to priest or whatever you want to do, it's up to you, man. It's up to you. But as long as you're having fun. Okay, switch. Got ourselves Koopa, my man. So I kind of like the troll setup. I like it. Yo, they really needed to give us some, like, Amani trolls. Like, the big beefy trolls, they really just needed to give us Amani and Turbina. For some reason, I was thinking it was going to be like, with a name like that, I was thinking it was going to be like, are you Belf? I was thinking it was like a Void Elf, female Void Elf. I think it's Devourer, right? I like it. I like the set. Wait, is that the Shadow Flame? Is that the Shadow Flame Mog, or is it the blue one from BFA? It almost looks like Shadow Flame by the blades, but it might just be the blue. Is it Daratar? Daratar, yeah. Daratar first up. Motivate Cutie over on this team. I like the gnome look. We got ourselves Leo. We got ourselves Lamat here as well. And the Paladin just doesn't want to come out. Paladin just doesn't want to play. And Taurus. I mean, the SATA knows on Taurus. It's a classic, dude. It's a full blood elf set. I like how Devour Demon Hunters are just like, you know, I have these big ass glaives in the back, but I'm just gonna fisticuffs. I feel like they need to give them like kind of like an idle casting animation. They just need to. They need to add something like that. Darator does not want to come out at all, man. He's just trying to just poke it away with a couple of judgments here and there. Does not want to run out whatsoever. Maybe he's trying to see if he can bait out like a backflip or something out of a Hodge. Or maybe just set something up better. I think for Turbina, he's actually he's probably just looking at you like, hey guys, like, what do I do, man? Literally going to sleep. Darator, again, just kind of baiting him. Just kind of baiting him. Trying to set up a hunt. That's exactly what he's trying to do, huh? Just trying to see if he can set something up. At this point, it's just a flashy light show. What is this duel off the bat? This, Darator, this cannot be our duel. Our first match with a Paladin. You're a Paladin, a warrior of justice. A warrior of justice doesn't hide behind the pillar. Who does this? I don't approve of this playstyle. Neither do I. Does land the stun. Darator with the human racial. Trinket out for Turbina. Try to see if he can make something happen here. Couple of reaps around the corner. Dawnlight. Is that exactly what he's going for? It's just the Dawnlight setup. Does go for the proper stun or proper root together with a hunt. Shield of It's out. I don't really know. Can the Demon Hunter even do much here? I think he needs to pretty much send meta and then just do damage in meta and get that leash healing, right? I think that's literally all he can do in that situation. The Paladin can just play around the Dawnlight and hoping for procs, I think, and just rot him out with dots. That is super unfortunate to see. I don't want this duel to be the first thing that happens, man. I'll be so sad if that was the case. Hodge, I think it's just over. Unfortunately, just lights. Unfortunately, just lights. Damn. Enough of the gear yet? All G, friend. All G. Motivate Cutie. Is this what we're really going to be doing? Is this how Paladins are going to play the entire season? If this is actually how Paladins are going to play, I may have to consider potentially just banning Paladins, because this is, I'm not going to lie, close. Yeah, very close deal with that one. Bob immediately out of Darator. It is going to be a fist flying out for Motivate, trying to go for heals behind the pillar. Song of Chi-Ji. Do Windwalkers get Song? Do they actually also get Song? Is it Ring of Peace and a choice with Song? I thought Song was only for the healer monk, but apparently not. Motivate just trying to see if he get in. Together with Furbu, Shield of Venus, Wall is out for Darator. He's got himself a bit of damn, but again, going behind the pillar, waiting it out. Fist of Fury, was that with Zenith? That was with Zenith. That was potentially damage out of Motivate. Just got himself full CC with a couple of Vivifys, spamming him. Those Vivifys are doing nothing. Blizzard, we talked about this. Blizzard, we talked about Vivifys doing more healing than 2. Literally 2 healing. Literally 2. Mech Monk, is he Mech Monk? No, he's a normal monk. No, he's normal, not a mech gnome. He's just a normal gnome. He's got the gnomish racial, the one that breaks out of slows and everything. He's just fine. Got him support, spam and verify. For Dalaran, like if he just goes in, I think the Paladin just got to put any kind of pressure on him. Is going to be immediate karma. Possibly a bubble out of Dalaran. Unless he goes for lay on hands, I think potentially just winning out for lay on hands might be the play. Stun lock. The monk trying to see if he can make some kind of damage happen is going to go for immediate ink cap, and it's just spamming this verifies back to back. Trying to go for a sleep. Does get to dodge it. Motivate, unfortunately, does not have a trinket. Does see out porch. He is going to need to use mobility just to escape this spam and verify. Until I don't even know, dude. Blizzard, you got to change some of verify. This is diabolical, Blizzard. The man didn't even stand a chance. He literally, there was no way to heal. No way to heal with Lemmat trying to see if he can make some kind of damage happen. Dalaran so far is just picking these boys off, just playing slow and steady. No point for any crazy maneuvers or going in for bursts or trades. He just needs to stay slow and steady. Let him dot, let the dawn light melt him, throw in a couple of judgments when he gets a proc or two. Literally playing around range procs, so much for a melee class when you got this much damage from a distance. Steady shots out for MM, trying to see if he can make some kind of damage happen. Aim shots, unfortunately, are not going to connect for Lemmat. A lot of his damage is going to be gone. I do like his whole mog whenever he goes full Wardigan with the gun and the trench coat and the top hat. I do appreciate that. I do think that looks sick, but for Dalaran, he just played it slow. He doesn't need to wait to, he doesn't need to make this duel end long whatsoever. For Lemmat, he needs a camo or needs some kind of like a close in with Dalaran. Still gonna get a bubble out of him. Lay on hands should be gone. Blessing of Protection, good thing at least it tracks the spell ward inside of Blessing of Protection as a defensive. And for Lemmat, he does get himself a camo. I think just waiting out is gonna be the play. Is a Dark Ranger better for single target, I thought? I am not 100%. I know that Sentinel was real bursty on the beta. Real bursty. I mean, the glaive ability is kind of nuts. Is going to be a stun onto Lemmat. Will have to rotate some extra set of defenses here as Dalaran got himself full wall shield of Venus. Lemmat just trying to see if he can break through those defenses. But again, the dawn light, as long as it's on him, as long as the rot is set in, the Paladin doesn't really need to do much, man. He doesn't really need to engage the fight. Just pick it off Lemmat little by little. A judgment here, a blade of justice there. Let the dot and rot do a lot of the work. For Lemmat, he just needs line of sight though. As a marksmanship hunter, he is going to need to get some line of sight and maximize his burst. He does have a true shot aura coming back up real soon though. For Lemmat, pre-wall and this stun, perfect actually. I think that is the correct play. Dalaran, just the dot and rot, and he just doesn't want to fight the guy whatsoever. Just picking away at him little by little. Yeah, it just goes for just a judgment hit. Leo, is this going to be the play? Is this going to be finally somebody who can take down one of these palaces? It's going to be a immediate bubble. Did Leo spell steal a bubble? He did use Blessing of Stake. There it is. Bubble of his own. Taste of the Paladin's medicine. There goes your immunity. How do you manage when immunity is in your face this time around? Shield of Vengeance. Dalaran doing everything he can to try to survive. Shield actually keeping him alive. Breaking out of that stone with an IBF, but a blind. Keeping Leo dazed behind the pillar. Got himself yet another grip. With a full Wake of Ashes on the Lichborn. That is unfortunate. Human Racial does need to come out to break out of that Wake of Ashes stun. And this is where Leo wants to see if he can maximize damage, but he just cannot catch up with Dalaran. Man's got mobility with that Hand of Freedom. So he's able to disconnect. He's got a Human Racial or a normal trinket coming back up and available. Silence, I think, is back up for Leo real soon. He just got to be very careful. Next Hodge could be really deadly. Dalaran doesn't follow anything up. We got a random proc of wings, but for Leo right now, he could go for potentially AMS. He got himself Spell Ward and Blessing of Sanct, yeah. Maybe he can make some work with Blessing of Sanct, actually. Silence? I mean, Dalaran is going to want to use something. I think maybe Hand of Freedom spell stolen? Possibly? Or maybe not? Dalaran just trying to see if he can escape. I think he did spell steal summon. I'm not 100%. Spell Warden, though, unfortunately, is going to shut down the Death Knight's burst completely. Dalaran is just walking into the dome, stun into Leo. I think it just might be completely lights for Leo. Unless he's got summon here. Does get himself a little bit of runic power. Death strikes back to back. Blind on Dalaran just to keep him in place. Goes in for the trinket, so he won't be able to get out of the next stun. Blessing of Dark Sim is back up and available. If Dalaran goes in for a heart, the Leo could potentially spell skill it. Might be able to hear. I don't know if he goes in for that Dark Sim right now. I think if you get stunned though, you're probably dead either way. Try to see if you can lock him down. Does have the dragon with the Reaper side. Does it up, slaying right past him. Unfortunately, from one Paladin into the next, maybe Leo can pick something up from Radimus. Spell steal a skill or two. Does go for the silence. Couple of death strikes, just waddling out of there. He knows he's not in a position to win this duel whatsoever. AMS in case there's going to be a Hodge. He does drop down a bunch of damage. The hammer does fall through. He did steal something. I'm not 100% sure what. I don't think it was a stun. Trying to fight through with death strikes. Back-to-back death strikes. Does have IBM. I don't even know if it's worth pressing. He's just going to die either way, right? And Radimus unfortunately does get to cleave him down, man. Is this how it's going to be with Paladins, boys? Cloak shadows for Koopa. Immediate advantage. That's going to be Radimus. Still sees him against the dots. We're able to get Koopa out of stealth real quick. And Koopa needs something in order to escape here. Blind Shriek it immediately for Radimus. That is adaptation, so it's automatically procking. Regrow some dots are in. Evasion is in play for Koopa. Does have the dots on the Radimus? Maybe he can make something work. Blessing Protection unfortunately removes all those dots. Koopa does have another advantage. He just needs to escape any kind of dots. That is hammers flying down by Radimus, though. And for Koopa, I don't really know. I think it's over, right? Is it going to be another expansion of Paladin domination, boys? I am worried now. I am worried. We had the entirety of War Within, man. It was renowned by how many, just sheer number of Paladins everywhere. It is crazy. I feel like maybe it's just the Dawnlight build. I kind of am okay with Paladins going in with the big hammer drops. I think it's just the Dawnlight specifically. Might just be down to Dawnlight. Kind of creates a bit of like an unfun gameplay mechanic. I am Radimus picking up the eye. Koopa is not out of this duel just yet. He does have another vanish. I think he needs to. I don't think he can fight Radimus right now. We're gonna worry about Guardian Druid dominance. What in the world? I feel like Guardian Druids. I don't know, man. I have not been. Yeah, Radimus taken about. I have not been beaten as a rogue by Guardian Druid yet. Hasn't happened yet. Maybe that's just what survivor bias. But I feel like at most they're like annoying to deal with, but they don't really like. They just don't fight them. Just literally walk away. They can't stop you. They can't really do much. They're gonna walk in and claw you and scratch your back a little. Like it's gonna hurt a little, but just like hit them with a gouge and run away. Like treat them like an elite in world content. Virtually, don't try to kill them. That's the problem. These people try to kill Guardian Druids. Don't try to kill them. Just walk away in the other direction. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? That's what I would do. Johnny and Cobre, let me know when you guys' groups are ready. We'll go again. We'll give it another shot. Let me see where we at. 80 something. Cobre, good. Johnny, let me know when you're good. I want to get the music louder, boys. I feel like I kind of want to blast in my eardrums off. Ready? Okay, we'll send you guys into Tolveron. I'll do a big arena off the bat. I like Tolveron in particular. Here we go. Beautiful. I will pull up with a Guardian if I had no gear. If I had the gear, I don't think you even need that much gear as a Guardian. Oh. 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 Okay. Body is just like, all right, let me try to be serious for a second here. Please, how do you play without a stun body? Like, what do you do as a priest now? You just like fear and run away. That's all you can do. How do you, I did not realize the Shadow Priest lost a stun. I think it is diabolical. Actually, just like insane asylum type of stuff. Like, what? Kind of hate it, honestly. Switch. Haven't had a single rogue be able to finish me on Guardian. That's the thing. Rogues just shouldn't fight Guardian Druid. As a rogue, you just run the other direction. Like, literally go do something else. It's not about killing a Guardian Druid. It's just not being, like, annoyed by Guardian Druid. If you don't get annoyed by them, you win. By default. Blocks is back in. I haven't seen this guy in a second. As a Feral Druid versus Motivate. So it's going to be a little bit of a Monk versus Feral. Opener is going to be huge for the both of them. Being able to get the good opener on the other guy. Obviously an opener for procs. Does the Monk choose to Trinket? Chooses not to. Is going to go for 4 Brew. I wonder, can you get the 4 Brew that removes bleeds? Karma and 4 Brew both having to get used up. It's going to be Prox trying to see if he can waddle away. Does put him in an Ursul's. Motivate backing away. Prox going for a bit of healing. A lot of his damage is going to be kind of out of the window with those cooldowns, but does send the blades into Motivate, and they are doing work. Trinket still available for Motivate, so he can get a turnaround and was able to get a Trinket out of procs too. He doesn't have a leg sweep, unfortunately. Denied the Feral a proper stun opener. Bash comes through either way. Won't have a leg sweep for him for a while. Looking to survive, but a big old bite, and oh my god, the procs! Procs got him. Oh, Procs got the procs there. No, wait, it is MMO procs. I guess I should just call him procs then, shouldn't I? Shoot the fat with the fear. That's gonna be Trinket Fear. I like him locked. It's so classic. It's so good. Void form. Everything is available. Full burst. Procs try to see if he can back up out of the PI, and unfortunately, Priest is gonna have to fight against the sheer mobility. Unfortunately, Priest still don't have like any movement whatsoever. Like you can maybe feather yourself a few times, but man. Maybe Fate to remove the slow once every blue moon, but the damage just going right through. Trying to see if you can fight it. VE does get interrupted on Holy. I think on Holy. Fear for a second onto Procs. Looking for the flash heals. Those bleeds are doing a lot of work. Procs does eat a full Fear. That is going to be some more tenties down for Chu. And he maybe, yeah, there goes the disperse. He has to Ursos to keep him in place for a second clone to try to see if he can deny the heal. Unfortunately, no trinkets, so for Chu, this is going to be a little bit tough. He does have a silence. Fear in 10 seconds. Fade for a moment. I don't know if he was able to fade anything good. Unfortunately, Bash, I don't know how he lives this. That's way too much damage into a Void Torrent. At least he's got some damage, like fall off damage onto Prox, to just try to see if he can fight through the bleeds. Prox is going to take some damage from a distance. I mean, that Rift is kind of decent on its own. But unless you could like really pump it up, it is going to be a little tougher. The eyes are available. Pet is rushing to him. I think you need to pick up the eyes. Yeah, you have to. You have to acknowledge his power in this situation. Being able to deny the Feral the proper opener is huge. Whatever you can do to deny him the opener, I think you see him. He's got to see him. He's got to know where he's at. At least he caught up a little bit of heals. Fade. Unfortunately, the Feral delayed the stun. Does get himself a proper rake. Is going to be Fear, but a maim puts Chu in a row spot. Second stun is Suli the yard, and it's going to just be the blades rotting him down. I didn't realize Feral with their Apex style was this strong. Deathmark, how you doing, my guy? Yeah, that is tough, man. They pop Tiger's Fury, and the next two calm point builders always proc the Unseen Strike, which is like an instant attack with a bleed element behind it. So it's a little tough. Every 30 seconds, they have huge burst. Like, pretty sizable burst. It's enough to finish off somebody, it looks like. Procs with a full wall, trying to see if he can escape the unholy horde as the DK continues to grip him back in. He's not letting him go anywhere. Bear form, Bark Skim, trying to keep himself alive. I think it almost looks like you went for a stun, but I don't think you did. I think it was just a normal rake without a meld. I'm so used to druids just going for like rake stun there. Kragger back, however long. Is Kragger back? Is Kragger back? I haven't seen Kragger in a while, man. Yeah. Is Kragger back? I haven't heard from him at all. I don't know if he's playing or not. Have you seen him stream so far, Christers? Do you know something I don't? Prox does have potential damage here. Is going to go for a bash. That's going to be immediate out of it by Leo with a stun as Prox does jump into a bear form. The army of undead surrounds him, but unfortunately those mages are not going to be able to get good hits if they don't have the angle. Prox actually taking quite a bit of pressure from these undeads though. They are starting to put in a little bit of hurt to the guy. Trying to go for an Ursel just to keep those pets in play. Barks to give himself a shield. Looking to see if he can escape him for a second. That is going to be some freebie damage and a nice slow by the mages at the end there. Streaming retail last night? Okay, well maybe we can get Kragger to join these deals sometime. That'd be fun. Prox so far is doing a-okay though. He's just perfectly fine. Waiting, letting the bleeds do work. He is very, unfortunately, very skittish around the next stun of Leo. He needs to find a way to escape and catch a restealth if at all possible. Maybe a maim. Does go for the maim to give him the opener. It's going to be short pet stun without gnaw. Does get the bleeds and Leo looking to see if he can keep the Feral nearby. Into a root. Does go for AMS. Whatever damage you can deny by the Feral, that'd be great. Is going to go for yet another grip with a stun. Prox again surrounded by even more undeads. That is going to be a knockback on all those pets though. So that's slow. Is going to be detrimental. The Prox standing next to those undeads, running into the army. This is where a huge portion of the unholy DK damage is. I actually would just sit next to the unholy Death Knight while staying away from the army. And it looks like Leo does slay him with that Reaper at the end. Beautiful work. With Cobra going to be up next as a Destro lock. You playing the old set? Yeah. I haven't seen that set in a long while, man. That helm in particular. Is that the Shadowlands robe? It's gotta be. It's gotta be. Or, wait. Maybe not Shadowlands. It is Shadowlands, but I was thinking like Necrolord? Right? The Covenant? But I think it actually might be the... Either the PvP set from like season 2 or the raid set, like the purple version. I don't know. I feel like the color, yeah, like the spiky color. Why does it match the shoulders so well? Because I know the shoulders are not from that expansion at all. Pretty sure those are War Within, if not Dragon. I'm pretty sure War Within, if not Dragonflight. I can't tell, honestly. I can't tell. AMS up. Cobra might be looking for a port here. Potentially, it is going to be going for Immolate. So he's playing a Diabolus. He's not playing the Wither build. Is going to go for a port. Just as Leo's ramping up some of those pets. As long as those pets are out attacking Cobra, he'll be just fine. He's just got to worry about Succubus with the CC. But as long as he's got maybe the empowered big pet, he might be able to get a lot of damage on him specifically. Is he actually healing his own pet? I think he'll try to heal his ghoul from around the corner. Unless he's using those death claws into that pet. And actually it might be. But Succubus is trying to get a CC on him. Infernal does slam down. So for Cobra, he does try to see if he can ramp up into something. Leo back it away completely. And Cobra is at the very least trying to see if he can get himself some soul shard cycling to maybe get himself a Diabolus summon. With Leo again trying to see if he can land himself a good angle, maybe a grip. Grip is perfect. Blind to follow. Pet's interrupted. I don't even know where the Succubus is at. It is going to need to go for CC at some point. Into a CC break for Leo. I think your break wall up for Cobra. That's a lot of pets. Fear in all directions. Mortal onto Cobra. Or Mortal onto Leo. But Cobra does it up, kind of collapsing towards his portal. The undeads, unfortunately, are falling apart little by little. Is going to go for the big gateway. Does not get the angle to yoink him back in. If you're angled correctly as he lands, you can just usually yoink, get him back in there. Is going to be summoning a fresh Messiah to try to grant him a little bit of extra control. And for Leo, does he get him with a Succubus CC? He is able to get a couple of goals surrounding Cobra, as well as a Magus on the side, doing a decent bit of damage. Just passive damage from all these pets is very, very solid. Cobra, I think, is playing the build where he uses Drain. He actually heals the Succubus too. He can't like move the Succubus over and then transfer health to it. He now has to use Drain in order to heal himself and the Succubus. Second gateway, does he go for a grip? If you grip him far enough out, stun instead. Decimated Bolt does a ton of damage. That is also going to get the big pet up and running with the Chaos Mother on top of it. Leo is not feeling all that good right now. It's going to be a big port out for Cobra. Leo escapes this with barely any health. Does go for a Death Strike or two. He has a couple of those undeads that he can sacrifice in order to gain a little bit more health. Cobra, I think, picking up a Warlock Hellstone, get himself as much health as humanly possible. No Mortal Coil for a second. And Leo got Undead Army in about 8 seconds. So he's actually got something to work with. He's got a full army of Undead. Unfortunately, Succubus is going to connect. 2 seconds, 1 second. Cobra does have a fear. He is not going to be able to follow up much afterwards. The army of Undead is in play. It's going to be a port. Leo did summon the Undeads. As long as he can get back over to Cobra. Actually, those things should be able to do it plenty. I think you just hit him with a Chain of Ice and just let the pets do it. Cobra is running out of time. Short stop for a second with the reflect, but nothing. Leo does it of slaying him. The Undeads themselves do so much. Just gotta let him do the thing. Just gotta let him run in there, do the thing, and Darator is gonna be up next. Did they change the animation, the jumping animation on this truck? Has it always been this like bouncy when it lands? I guess so, right? I feel like you're the only person I know that rides this thing. For Leo, you just try to see if he can recover whatever health he had, whatever Darator allows him to, for a proper honorable duel here. I think for Leo, he really needs to wait out 45 seconds until the Army of the Dead is available. He is gonna have to figure out a way to get through immunities of Darator. Bubble, Bop, Lay on Hands, I guess some people count that as an immunity, or rather like a reset. So he's gonna have to fight through resets. One thing that's good for Leo though, whether Darator goes a Bop route to take away physical damage from pets or Spell Warden to take away the magical, that doesn't stop the Army of Undead. It's such a mixture of damage, you're still gonna be hit like a truck, even if you pop one of your quote-unquote immunities. So for Darator, I actually think the best idea he could do is Lay on Hands first ability, and then maybe try to see if he can Spell Warden or Bob the next, and then save a bubble as last-ditch effort. A lot of the Paladins, however, like to do the other way around. They like to use immunity like Bop or Spell Warden pretty early on, and then use Lay on Hands after. So if he plays the wrong button, he could potentially be throwing away Bop and a bubble together. Leo does see all of his undead surrounded. There goes the Spell Warden. It's exactly as it said, playbook, but the physical damage still goes through. If Darator isn't aware, those riders are going to do a ton of damage. Leo, unfortunately, is getting hammered from behind the pillar. Does continue to get himself whatever heals he can with those death strikes. Is going to be a quick blind for a moment. Doesn't have much health to work with. Maybe looking for a death back here potentially. I don't know if AMS is available. Does get stunned with the human ritual breaking out of it. Lay on hands right after. I don't really know what Leo can do in this situation. Does get himself an AMS for a second. The Army of Addons does go through, trying to put some pressure onto Dalaran. While Hand of Freedom is active, though, you can't really stop the Paladin. You can't even control his movement. Whatever healing you can get right now is all you can really do, but unfortunately, Dawnlight does end up taking him out. Let's Koopa up next. All Dalaran has right now is a bubble. So if you can push him right now, actually might be able to take him out. Yeah, I'm not gonna let it. I was gonna say, you could potentially put all the bleeds, Death Mark, get him low enough if the Paladin is gonna just let himself get to like 10% health, and then let Sudden Demise just snuff him out real quickly. That could be the play. But Dalaran, using his big immunity this early, puts him in a rough spot. Sap, just scoop away out the Shield of Vengeance. Honestly, may not be the bad idea. May not be a bad idea. That he just goes in, maybe cloaks. I don't know if he goes into that cheesy. Full Death Mark, everything is available. Is going to be all the bleeds. Shrink it right after. This is where you just push right now, right? This is where you just have to push. You just have to make the damage happen. Does get himself an evasion. That is going to be quite a cool set of cooldowns committed. And does go in for a quick envenom right after. Is going to be Sabo rooting him out with the totem. Big blast, big bloodlust into a Cloak of Shadows with a vanish. Koopa escapes like nothing ever happened. For Sabo, unfortunately, he's not playing big Ascent, so you can't just like collapse everything in Koopa and take him out with just like back-to-back wind strikes and just clobber him into dust. So he's gonna have to play it a little bit slower. Did you pick up Eyes? Eyes are available on the other side if you want them. But Doom Winds, I actually do want to, I do need to play around with enhancement myself a little. See, your Doom Winds feels like a good button, because like, for as long as I've been playing Enhanced, which is like Legion and onwards, Doom Winds felt like it's an okay button, but it felt like it's a good button that you combine with all their abilities. But by itself, it don't really feel like a strong offensive ability, right? There's been many iterations of Doom Winds, but it generally became like a decent button. Koopa just avoiding the totem completely. He just sees it right there. He's like, I don't want it. I don't want nothing with it. I'm pretty sure Saba is like, dude, I wish I could control my elementals because I have eyes. I have sight of the guy for a second there. It would have been nice if you could just order Earth Ellie just run over there. They started to look good. Like the thorny thing, I didn't know if I would enjoy it, but I like the animation, like of the water, the fire. They look clean. Look at that. The earth rumbling around it. It's so good looking. Was that water? I was thinking that was wind for a second. But yeah, it's going to be Koopa trying to see if he can get himself a reset. 20 seconds until Death Mark. Wasn't Newman's the same during Shadowlands beta and they decided to gut it early on? I don't remember. Good question. I don't remember. I just remember Doomwinds being like a smaller button that wasn't as impactful. It was a good button. Don't get me wrong. It was a good button. It just wasn't quite as like massive. Like it was okay, but you would combine it together with other abilities because it's a meta CD. But it's like thinking about Doomwinds as like a lesser version of Ascendance. It doesn't feel like a lesser version of Ascendance. Like Ascendance is huge, yeah, but Doomwinds felt like kind of smaller. But that's why I gotta mess around with a new Doomwind. Sabo taking a lot of bleed damage. Cheap shot right after. Does have a wall. Will need to do everything he can to heal. I don't know if he got another Garrote. But Sabo looking to get himself some healing over time. Cloak shot is out for Koopa. She's actually evading a lot of those magical hits. But Sabo is still melting a little by little. He's got himself the big Surgeon Totem. That thing is pulsing. He can always position it. Try to see if he can root into Koopa with a couple of chain lightning bolts from a distance. Kidney does go for a trinket. But Sabo actually might be in a rough spot. He just dies. The sudden demise does take him. The blades do take him out with Radimus last one left over the team 2. Koopa, great gouge, but I think you're still dead to the Hodge, unfortunately. Unless you're blind? No. Adaptation procket for Radimus. That is so rough. Limit, your last one left. Unfortunately, going up against a Paladin with 2 immunities. And lay on hands. Number 9. And a Diet Soda. So he's like stacked. He's comfy. He's moisturized. He's hydrated. Doing his thing. Living his best life. But a bop, unfortunately, does not stop the Black Arrow, though. Or the, what was it? The Withering Bolt? Withering Arrow? What is it called? Jake, you would know, right? You would know. It would just be a legendary effect for hunters. Bubble out for Radimus. I think Lamat is just gonna have to trade. But now the double immunities have been used out of Radimus and immunity from Lamat. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a trinket, but he could still make some work. Radimus is actually really low on health, so if Lamat plays his cards right, and if he could trade Hodge with a freezing trap, with an arrow, you're right. If he could trade like a CC, he could be okay. That's a full reheal for Radimus. Lamat just needs to get himself super long range onto Radimus and just kite him away. If he can do that, well, just pelting him from a distance, there really isn't much he can do. Freezing trap on the right hand side. Lamat needs to make sure he's got himself the angle Also, probably a good idea to put a hunter's mark on the guy, right? 3% more damage? I'll take it. Where's the 2%? I think it's 3. Not 100%. It's some percentile. Yeah, there it is. There it is. There it is. You definitely want to make sure you slow him down. If he rushes you got to make sure you kite him out. You also got to anticipate the adaptation. That's going to be rough. And you also don't have any walls. So Lamat, I don't really know if he got himself the Feign Death that maybe gives him like the huge DR with a Feign Death talent. But whatever heal he can get right now is huge. It is huge. Heals also available for his Exil. And Exil is going to give him a wall. So if you could pre-Exil to stop some burst, that also would be fantastic too. Radimus, does he get himself a good angle versus him? He does hit him with an Arcane Shot. Is that what it was? No, I think it was a slow. Not 100%. Hand of Freedom, stun. Unfortunately, Matt did not have a pre-wall here or anything. He's going to need to send summon immediately. That's a lot of hammer damage coming through. Does go for Exil together with a wall. Short stun onto Radimus, but I think he just lights. The Paladin wins this. Unfortunately, at the end of the day, he is a Paladin and you are just a hunter. Leo did pick up 2. Fantastic. Koopa did get a 2 kills as well. A bunch of people got 2 kills actually. Looking at the whole roster. Let's do another one, boys. Colbert and Johnny, let me know when you both are good to go. That was a long one, dude. 17 minutes? You guys are nuts. How are we getting like a duel that goes into higher dampening? What is that? That's unbelievable. Johnny needs a +1. Beautiful. Colbert, how many do you need? Got a spot open actually. If you wanted it. Might be able to get Druid to join you, Johnny. Johnny, let's your group up in LFG. If you guys want to join Team Johnny, Molten Core is where you'll find them. And how many does Cobra have? Ready. Beautiful. Beautiful. Yeah, Johnny's listed the group. He needs a +1. He's got Saya in, so at least we got Paladins underneath the group. So that potentially could be really good. Who else can I invite? If anybody. Does Portside want to join? Hey, Bilbo. I'll ask. I will run it by him. Bare minimum. Drug dealer? What a good name. Hey, Marcy. Who eyes? I like that actually. Did I ask Locke? I don't think I did ask Locke actually. And no, I did not. Let me see. Hey, Locke. Locke fed. Wait, Locke beefed. Okay. I was thinking it was gonna be something like grass-fed beef, but like switch around a couple of names, like Locke-fed beef. But that was just my dyslexia popping out. I'm not even dyslexic. I swear, I just can't read. Shirayuri, is he doing these? Does Sean want to join these? Oh, he looks like he's still leveling a guy. Yo. Hey. I'll see if Goris wants to join some, but looking like he's level 86, he might just be still leveling. He might still be doing the leveling grind. Let's see. Who else can I invite? Does Ben want to join? CNM84, I'm thinking he's not max yet. But I could be wrong. Dimisha did Pester earlier. Fame? Classic Andy. Well, sorta. He is leveling. I didn't realize so many people will still be leveling. Is gear scoring these duels? I have no idea. I have no clue. But whatever gear is, I'm assuming everybody's kind of sort of geared. But it's so early in the season that I imagine... Wait, is that Cooper right there? That is Cooper right there. Hey, Fred. I have no idea. No clue. But anybody and everybody can join. Literally, anybody is welcome to join duels. It makes no difference to me. Luffy is a PvE friend. That doesn't work. if Jordan hits me back up, then I think something could work. Naz? PvE friend. Okay. I'll respect the tag. Rokat, I hit up. I'll ask. He's probably doing mythic zeros. Hey, Shira. I'll hit up anyway. I think I hit up everybody on my real ID. Unless maybe Zikari. Looks like he's still leveling. I think that is his main. Dude, I didn't realize how many people will still be leveling. That's crazy. Then again, did I go hard by getting max level in like 2 days? I know some people got it in a single sitting. Because I played a little bit during like the early access and then streamed it, and I logged on the next day and I just kept leveling. I think I went hard leveling 5 characters. Yeah, I'm only level 2. I leveled my rogue, and the only reason I even leveled them Demon Hunter was because Darkman Fairbuff and that one delve. I just spammed it a bunch. Because I never had early access either. No, like somebody said, there was a streamer that apparently said, I don't know if the data is correct, but it said something like only 15% of the WoW player base gets early access. So only 15% even spend the money on it. But like 85% does not. But I assumed that everybody would have like be able to level pretty quickly. I for some reason thought like it would just take like a day at most, like a session. But I guess it does take a little bit of while, right? The whole campaign, especially if you're going slow, taking a sweet time, enjoying the ride, enjoying the zones. Because I know I enjoyed the hell out of the zones. I was skipping a bunch of cutscenes at first, and then off stream I was like, I'm gonna start watching them, and I actually had a lot of fun with them. I did do a bunch of Zul'Aman though. Like a metric ton of stuff in Zul'Aman in order to make sure I hit max level by the time we're done with the story. And I'm pretty sure we were really close. I'm pretty sure we did hit max level by the time we were done with the story. Probably has 2 more M0s, only missing 4 items and 4 veteran track. Bro, I walked away like a bandit. An absolute bandit for my mythic zeros, bro. 239 item level. I only have like 3 items that are still blue. Only 3, but then purple's head to toe. It is so good. I did lose some haze, but that's okay. What's up, okay? Kata Pelthus? I don't know how to say your name. What's up, Kata? Let's go with that, right? Here we go. So we're on. Let's do a hook point. Let's go back to hook. Like I said at the end, I'm just a hunter. Huh? Did I say something? I'm just a hunter. You mean the name? Kata? That works. I was going to get a champ track, items on it. Gonna craft the weapon. Are you crafting weapon day week 1? I feel like nobody really has their professions maxed out to be able to do that super well. I mean, they'll have to use concentration, I imagine. Just a hunter versus red humans. Oh, okay. Call me Kato. I could do that. I could do that. Yeah, I got my champ track items, and then I got good veteran track. I even did my run on Devour. I got good items there too. I was surprised. I honestly expected like to get like screwed over with gear. Honestly, I was thinking, I was like, well, I'm not. I felt like my launch experience so far has been pretty lucky. I've gotten really good items. I mean, I got a veteran track weapon without even having to do a mythic zero delve, just from prey. And I was like, dude, I'm already blessed. Already blessed. Weapon made such a big difference. Limat. Oh, you're Limat. Hell yeah, my guy. Science joining in on Team 1. Look at him. Got himself the full prey build. Who's gonna be first up? Looks like it's on. Hold on. It's on the Shawnee. Wait, hold on. One at a time. One at a time, boys. One at a time. Is it the monk or is it the Death Knight? Which one is it? Which one is it? Hold on. Shawnee's following you. Like, okay, let's try to figure it out. Let's try to figure out. Good that Prox didn't jump in. Are we missing one over for Team 2? Okay, we're missing one for Team 2. We'll have to get him a +1. Maybe Druid will be back by then. But it's going to be some vital for Prox. Got him some full berserk. Bleeds already onto Leo. Leo's already... Like, Leo right now is the one in the offensive play, but he's the one taking so much damage. Bites are getting traded by procs back to back to wall it off just so he can stay in a bunker down, continue to mass in damage over at Leo. Leo does try to grip him back over. He's got to make sure to pop a slow onto procs anytime he switches in forms. Whether it's like, I don't know if Death in Decay still has a slow or not, or Chain of Ice, but he's got himself all the pets. AMS up for Leo, does break out of the stun. Procs trying to see if he can just land the kill here with the unseen blades, but I think the unseen strikes actually are not even connecting with Leo. He's got way too many pets, and there's a good chance he's getting the AoE version of these things, if anything. Try to see if he can go for a couple of regos. Big bite to follow up, and that's going to be the blades setting it in. Yo, procs the blades though. He's got that survivability though. And the blades are also just adding an extra layer of damage that he's looking for. Adaptation for Saya, that's such an odd choice. Unfortunately, he can't break out of the Feral Stun. That's going to be proper dots off the bat. Shield of Vengeance up. Saya trying to see if he can keep the hammer damage out. Is he a Dawnlight build? He's got to be, right? He's got to be, unless it's the hammer. No, he's a Dawnlight. He's a Dawnlight. So it is going to be a bit of a dot wipe. I think that Ursel actually helped Saya. I don't think he was trying to see if he can run to Ursel, but then he yoinked him to ya. Maim, full Bustical Protection for Saya, shedding all those bleeds immediately, trying to keep the pressure onto procs. He's got Bear Form as well as self-heal. Dude, that barrel healing, it's kind of good. Like, stun lock is a little scary, but it's looking, doesn't look like Saya has any cooldowns to follow up here. But for procs, he got that survivability. Bash short onto Saya. And that bash is a proc adaptation? What is the duration of that bash though? I thought it was like 4 or 5 seconds. Procs does get himself a reset completely. Oh, that's so good for him. You just gotta make sure you get himself an angle so you can just spam a couple of regos. Saya mounting up really quick with procs, unable to go for a prowl for a moment. I don't know if this is where Saya commits mobility to try to catch up to procs or not, but looks like he's able to go for a bit of healing. Warlock Hellstone does get used in order to catch up a little bit of health. Again, no adaptation proc for Saya. Does get himself a Shield of Vengeance. Bleeds are in. And if Saya can stay next to procs, ooh, the knockback though for that Shield of Vengeance so he doesn't pop next to him. It is going to be a little bit tougher for Saya to really maximize damn. Maybe look at a potential layer enhance here or bubble. This is what I think what procs is trying to force out of him. But that Dawnlight and those Templar Verdicts, any potential damage while the Dawnlight is rotting him does not feel great. Catching up a couple of regrowths, so he's actually in a great spot right now. It's actually so good seeing how good feral healing is. Does Hodge? He does have a Hod though. He does have something still healing him. Look at those procs. I think it's just the Symbiotic Bloom doing as much like passive healing as possible. Either procs is playing into Symbiotic Bloom healing or what, or maybe just getting real lucky on those, but it is helping him a ton. Bash of the Saya. Adaptation just does not get proc. Lay on Hands does get used, however, so procs is able to go through yet another ability from a Paladin, yet another Forbearance button, and now you have a Bark Skin as well as a wall here real soon. This is where potentially you could just force a wall and pressure Saya. Hodge, but procs is feeling super safe. He's got that wall, he's got Bark in case of need. Shield of Vengeance out for Saya. I think you just continue the damage. Does get himself the Tiger's Fury, Berserk, Bite, Maim, Bubble. This is where procs just used to live. If you got any kind of healing, you only have 4 minutes into the duel, 60% dampening, barely a scratch on you. Just gotta heal a little bit. Next stun onto Saya could be huge. Put up bleeds and you will be good to go. Try to see if you can escape as best as possible. Next Maim, Blessing of Saint. You gotta delay it. Unfortunately, that delay on those stuns with Blessing of Saint will put him in a rough spot. With Radimus charging out. Bubble used out of Saya. Hammer's coming down. Saya, there's only so much you can do. Hodge, it is gonna be adaptation, unfortunately, and Radimus does end up taking it. That's rough, man. Hell yeah, Saya, my man. Seen him a hot minute. Yo, Saya, dude. Saya is still a monster at Red Paladin. Is going to be a Blessing of Protection out for Radimus. Does get yoinked back in by the Binding Shot. That is a magical stun. I guess also a grip too. Wait, Binding Shot is still a stun, right? It just has a grip element if you challenge into it. Am I correct in that? I was pretty sure it used to be part of the Pack Leader talents, wasn't it? But I guess they made it just baseline Hunter talents. Dude, Hunter's got another rework, right? It's a lot to catch up with. I got the basics of BM, some of MM. MM got a pretty big rework. Survival is what I really focused on. But the class talents, Rogue's got a rework. Mage's got a rework. So many classes got a rework. I really don't remember exactly what Hunter's got for their class talent specifically. I have a vague idea. But it looks like, I think they fixed the whole Hodge while moving DCs randomly. I think they did fix that. I think they were able to do so. Yeah, that is a Binding Shot stun. It is a proper stun. Well, Matt is going to need something here. Camo. Oh, the AoE unfortunately gets you out. Radimus. Oh! What? I honestly thought that this is where Radimus is gonna have to build and then Templar, build and Templar and then wins. I didn't realize it would just hit Judgment and then knock out however much, like 15% of a dude's health in a single global. I don't know what I expected. Really, I don't know. Shani from Doomhammer, I like this whole Pandaren said, dude. He's got the chicken coop with him. Immediate trinket, Lexip. Radimus, unfortunately, his adaptation does not proc from Lexip. That is so odd. Is Incap gonna proc it? But for Shani right now, he's in a decent spot to make some damage happen. Radimus trying to see if he can escape, but Mug's got the Thunder Brew, so they actually get some big damage into a Karma Raptor, trying to see if he can fight through a Karma with them hammers. Radimus with a bubble. Shani does not have an immune, so he's got to find something to escape here. Does pop a 4-brew, but the looks of it, he's got defenses at the very least. And as well as Zenith still coursing through his veins. Stalin, unfortunately, is that going to be it? No, maybe not. I think Radimus realized that, oh wait, he doesn't have enough to kill him just yet. He doesn't have the procs. He's just looking for a bit of healing. Shani, unfortunately, does drop a bunch of health. Never mind. Looks like Radimus does pick up just enough damage. You just set the guy on fire. I swear to God, you just set the man on fire. Why? It is going to be the blessing of saying those stopping that hard super well. That or wrote. I'm not sure which one it stopped really. It shortened one super short. It barely hit anything. Radimus does eat a bunch of bleeds though. Koopa is going to have to commit quite a bit of pressure. Together with probably a kidney shot just to lock down Radimus. Shield event is going to keep him nice and healthy. Unless you get some crazy bleeds, maybe with like a death mark. Yeah, but he is going to have to go for a death mark. It is going to be a lay on hands out for the Paladin. Evasion off of Koopa. You got yourself the most amount of damage. You have to stay on him. You have to stay on him the entire time. Gouge for a second. The bleeds are still on the guy. Shift for a moment. Does go for a vanish. Radimus looking for a heal. Does send to go road. And Radimus is continuing to put the pressure on the rogue. You just see one big wake of ashes and all. Again, I felt like this is where the rogue is going to be okay. And the Radimus is just like, nah. Nah. Maybe it's okay. Nah. Paladin just pressed the I win button in a form of a big hammer, I guess. Let's get another one going. Cobre, let me know if you need bodies. It looked like you did. Looked like you guys were missing one. Have a level 90? On Forge. Need my help with group? Question mark? Hey, Cobre. Need some support. I just ran. I had 6 items dropped, 2 of each boss. That's crazy. Yeah, there's just a random chance that you could possibly get an item drop from there. We did also get a couple of double drops. Bro, you know what I got? Yo, Jake. I'm excited. I don't know if this is like something to be jealous of, but yo, we ran Nexus Point as last arena or last dungeon. This boss, I got the ring, Omission of Light, Giga Haze, huge. Next boss, Lothraxian, I got the ring. So I got the combo, bro. It does a little bit of damage, but I got the combo. Hold on, double check it with Corbett if he has 5. Johnny, let me know when your team is ready. Paladin or Insane? Paladins are, is that supposed to be or R? Okay, Corbett got 5. Perfect. Johnny, let me know when you're good. Paladin is a nerf question mark? Nah, Warrior needs a nerf. Yeah. What the hell? Dude, Atho, why is Atho a hater? Why warriors? I don't, like, explain to me, why warriors? Don't you guys already bully them enough? Why are you bullying me? Bait? I guess. I got one guide. Is this some retail? Yes. I hope. Unless this is like some kind of crazy weird like classic Wrath of the Lich King modded realm. Then I wasn't aware of. I'm hoping it's retail. I have a question. The axe is the best install for 5DK on Nexus Point. Is it the best on Nexus Point? Is there an axe? Let me look it up. Which axe? Is it like a bonus drop? Question. The axe, is it the best slot for Frost DK and Nexus Point? An axe, huh? Because I have such old classes, I'm not seeing an axe. I'm seeing a staff. I'm seeing a shield. I'm seeing a mace, which is an agility item. One-handed slicer, which is a dagger. Yeah, I'm not seeing the axe. Is it maybe like Void Scar you're talking about? Is there an axe here? Sorry, wrong dungeon. Blood Off Arena. Murder Row? Cleaver? I mean, it's solid. What are the best stats? Isn't it crit mastery? It's either Murder Row or Magisters then. Oh, wait, is that what you're talking about? Whirling Void Cleaver? Oh, that looks sick. Yeah, it's pretty good. Haste Mastery. Mastery, I'm pretty sure is a good stat. If you're talking about the Void Cleaver, I think it's pretty solid. Yeah, if you're talking about the Murder Row one with the... Is that Thux's axe? It seems okay, I guess. I don't know what's the best one done. Johnny! Are we good? Are we doing more? Let me know. Team ready? Wait, did Johnny already message me and I just missed it? Is that what happened? Because I was waiting for Johnny to message me. Yeah, both of them seem fine. I can double check for you. Let me do this for you, bud. Let me do this for you, bud. Let me go look. I'll look up like Frost and Unholy. I'm assuming you're gonna play one of those. And I can see what's best gear. Best gear from best content. Overall best? Apparently not the best. So you want crit mastery. So those dungeon items are okay, but they're not amazing. Crit mastery. Okay, so it looks like you won. Is the other one crit mastery too? Yeah, crit mastery for both of them actually. That's a good question. Yeah, this is a decent weapon if you're looking for two-handed. This is really good for Frost. Crit mastery is really good. So Mizara Cavern Sword is really good for Frost. This is okay. No weapon here. That's okay, but not amazing. That's also okay. It's got crit. Polearm. That's alright. That's not amazing. Windrunner. It's got crit, so I guess that could work. Yeah, so that's gonna be my rundown. I thought it said no. I think you might have did. You might have, Johnny. You might have. I don't know, dude. Down Sewers. Thank you. No problem. Kill. Dude, I haven't watched that anime in a second, dude. Should I go back? Should I go back and watch? Go down. I'm going. Oh, more Mortal Stone back, please. Oh, again, dude. Like they took away the stone from Shadow Priest. They took away stone from Death Knights. It's only a matter of time until like Kitten Shot is not a thing anymore. And Blizzard will go, no stuns in my World of Warcraft. That's too hard. We need to make sure this game is simplified for new players. And then it'll be like, we'll be playing straight up a mobile game with like 3 abilities and 1 CC and 1 defensive. You'll literally be able to play it on the phone, tap your screen. 1 button for your rotation, 1 button for your cooldown, 1 button for like a CC ability, 1 button for a heal. Maybe 1 more for defensive, 5 abilities. You're basically playing Beastmaster Hunter, which is what they do for the rotation right now. There's literally 5 buttons, that's it. Outside of CC and things like that, right? Those things are still important. But like, actual buttons for damage? Yeah, 5. They were like, hey, Blizzard, I'm playing the most streamlined class that has like no depth whatsoever. What am I getting at midnight? You're somehow becoming easier to play. Which is the most perplexing decision ever. Replace Gouge with Tickle. Oh, true. For real. Yeah. Give me that tickle. He actually would like a tickle. Honestly. Saya! Oh, dude, you're the only guy I know that rides this gorgeous looking mount, but it looks like it's gonna be you versus Prox. A rematch between a Red Paladin and a Feral. Last time Feral got so close. Prox is gonna make sure he gets himself like a real good savage. Open a blessing of protection, stopping all those bleeds. Does get reversals. Saya making sure not to waddle away from it too far. But as soon as the stun goes through him, is gonna start moving. Is gonna go for a bit of that Dawnlight Wake of Ashes damage. Prox needs to restabilize and get those bleeds back in. That was a full immunity out of Saya. But this one, Prox, every 30 seconds, he can actually make huge damage versus Saya. I think he's just gonna have to wait this out a little. Just a little. Is Saya the hammer build? No way, right? I don't think he is. Unless he is randomly hammer build all of a sudden, I think he is still Dawnlight. Prox is taking quite a bit of damage though. This time he's holding on to a wall. Oh, the bleeds is going to Saya. Actually doing work though. Look at that. Tiger's Fury made sure that there's that single target bleed on him. Plus additional damage. Blessing is saying, so this way the Feral knows not to engage immediately. The mate Feral's kind of good, huh? Going all in with Frost. I was assuming haste crit will go crazy. It looks like master crit, but I'm assuming a bit of haste wouldn't hurt him. I would double check like a guide on Wowhead. Pretty sure it's Bicep that does the guide or the guide on that website. But he's generally pretty good in like the DK Discord in terms of like simming and theory crafting and things like that. Pretty sure he'll give some good advice, all things considered. But while available for procs, Saya's taking a little bit of that brutal bleed damage. Shield Advantage to stave off the bleeding. Procs with that wall falling off does try to disengage Messiah, but Paladin's got mobility. He's got himself the brand new charger hand of freedom, keeping him running. And procs get him with a blind before he can escape. I don't know if Saya has a follow-up here. Does have a stun. That's going to be a trick out of procs though. And I think procs could be actually in a rough situation. He does have bear form. A little bit of that Warlock 8 Hellstone from Cobra. Try to see if he can potentially escape. But Saya is just not letting him go anywhere whatsoever. He does end up bubbling. There goes an opportunity to get some damage going. Blessing and Sake to make sure the Feral cannot stun him. And Saya does end up crush him under his boot. With regenerating, immediately let him recover. Saya did have to go through every immunity though. Bubble, bop. I'm pretty sure laying hands too, so he's left with nothing. Walking into territory, he's just gonna have to play super defensive. I think he's gonna have to use a Wake of Ashes and then double heal himself every single time. Dalaran till лучше, здорово, про, как тебе, друг? Здорово. He said, Dalaran, you the best. I appreciate it, man. Большое спасибо. Надеюсь, нравится стрим. Надеюсь, нравится дуэли. Get yourself a Valkyrie? Yo, when do you get one of those? Aren't they rare? Are the Valkyrie pets rare? Hodge and Saya and Darator just escapes us. And Saya just like, yo, get back over here. Saya's like, yo, hey, you still have my adaptation on cooldown. Why is adaptation not proc enough of a Hodge? What is happening? What is going on? Is that normal? Because both Radimus and Saya have adaptation. They're switching to the adapt strain as a Retribution Paladin, which is not terrible for this spec specifically. Maybe like against Rogue it's not ideal because it will work on a sap, but I'm surprised Hodge doesn't like proc it. Unless like Saya would just DR'd. I'm not even 100% done. Yeah, no, Hodge just doesn't proc it for some reason. That's crazy. Saya does get a proper stun onto Darator. Shield of Menace is active. For Saya, there's an opportunity to possibly get some pressure onto Darator, but Saya just got to make sure he lives long enough to make sure he's waiting until lay on hands. Spell Warden or Bubble is back up. So he's gonna have to play this long haul, man. Trying to see if he keeps himself alive. Darator looking to see if he can end this duel right then and there. Does he have the proc? Saya got himself just a little bit of healing. Next Hodge could potentially be very, very deadly. And Saya, if he gets Blessing a Saint, he will be okay. Putting some pressure on Darator though. There goes a Hodge. Unfortunately, adaptation does not proc him. Wake of Ashes right after. Saya needs something here to heal himself. Wake of Ashes, big heal. Bubble out for Darator. I don't know if Saya can just survive this. Hand of Freedom just to move. He's got himself the heals. He's still alive. How are you alive? And this is where Bubble is done. Saya, wait. Could Saya potentially turn this around? No immunities available for Darator for a while. That was his full-on Bubble. Saya just got to be very, very careful with the next Hodge. If you can Blessing a Sainted, he will be okay. His healing right now is high enough. We are getting into the 5-minute dampening here, 20% healing reduction, but he's still able to compete. Blessing Saint is gonna have to be the big playmaker here. Trying to see if he can pressure it. Hodge gets that opener. Full Wake of Ashes. Shield of Vengeance for Darator. Saya could actually delay and could Shield of Vengeance himself actually. No, is it gonna be Spell Warden? Wait, or Blessing a Saint? Did he Blessing a Sanctum that early? Like right as the Hodge hit? I think it might have. I think he might have. Laying hands out for Darator. Saya is looking pretty good right now. Darator's running out of options. He won't be able to bob himself or Spell Warden or anything. Blind for a second, but he can't escape Saya just like that, just easily. And Saya's gonna have a stun next. Saya is setting someone up. Hodge, full Wake of Ashes. Looks like he's getting aggressive. Got himself a bit of a heal. Hammer hanging over his head. Spell Warden is back in. Darator can't do much. He bobs himself. Oh, the misplay here, boys. And Darator just back up against the wall, literally backpedaling. Nothing else there is to do for this man. Like next Hodge, and he's just lights and out. Actually, he will have a human racial. I don't think it makes a difference though. I don't know if it makes a difference. Yeah, that Bob was a big misplay. Spell Warden all the way. If we press Spell Warden, I feel like that might have been okay, but a Shield of Menace now does stave off Saya. Dude, these Paladins, 28% healing reduction, pretty Blessing is like the Hodge. That was so beautiful actually. Saya's showing these boys how you red Paladin, man. He's showing these boys how you bring a red Paladin to these duels. Continuing to crush Darator with every single Templars. Getting himself lower and lower. Darator barely struggling to keep himself alive. Using every single bit of holy power just to keep himself afloat here. Mana, wait a second, huh? I stand corrected. Apparently Dalaran is a superior paladin. Just turn it around on Saya just like that. Saya was looking okay and then bap. I had bubble. You did have bubble. Saya realizes it too. Like, yeah, I had a bubble. Did you just like decide to send a global aggressively? Did not want to use a bubble at all. Apparently Dalaran is a better paladin. I was gassing up Saya so hard just now. Because it looked like Saya, I mean, he was getting those good spell ward, what is it, Blessing of Sanct, stop a stun, great spell warden, fall through the immunities, clawing back that victory, just to fall like that, that is tragic. That is absolutely tragic. Leo tried to see if he can escape Radimus, but he can't escape a red paladin who's just on him the entire time, not letting him go anywhere, literally staying on him. My adaptation doesn't work. Yeah, the fact that adaptation isn't working, I think it's a little odd. Is it not? Is it supposed to? It's supposed to work, right? I'm pretty sure if Radimus gets hit with a full silence, Adapt is going to proc Spell Warden. Oh, but the physical damage for Leo still can go through. Radimus tried to see if he can escape those pets. You got to make sure the pets are still on him. They can still melee him and do a decent bit of overall damage. Leo getting hit with a blind. That is going to be all the pets you see it as well. Stun onto Radimus short. I don't know if you got an AMS. That's going to be full stun without Wake of Ashes. Blind short onto Radimus. He's got himself big hammer damage. And Leo could potentially still be in a bit of a rough spot. Full Hodge comes through. Maybe AMS, maybe Death Pack. He will need something. AMS to give himself a little bit of cover. It's not going to last long. Grip and Radimus back in. Who's got himself, I think, Head of Freedom when he horses up immediately. Double grip into a lay on hands. Leo's going to have to use summon here in order to keep himself alive. May have to go for a slow with a Death Pack and just stay away from Radimus. He's trying to decide whether he wants to use Death Pack now. Chooses to. He chooses to use it. While he's getting more pets running at Radimus. I think that is the play, especially if Radimus is going to slow down, not pressure the Death Pack where Leo can't really heal. He's got extra bonus health, but he just can't heal. AMS before a Hodge comes through, stun onto Radimus. Leo tried to see if he can get himself the army rolling up a little bit. The pet, big one, empowered. Got himself a couple of mages there as well, but it looks like it's not enough by itself to pressure Radimus. He got himself Blessing of Saint in case any more CC comes through. It looks like Leo doesn't run a silence actually. I thought he was, but apparently not. Radimus trying to see if he can get himself whatever healing he can. Leo, if you could say a second paladin, this will be huge. He got army over the dead coming back in a few seconds actually, and Radimus does have a bubble. So you, oh, got a Hodge. I was thinking he dodged the Hodge, and Radimus did go in on for the Hodge, trying to make some damage happen. Rip in by Leo, blind onto Radimus. Does go in. Does he go for the army? There goes the army. At least he's got the army, and that's going to do a lot of damage. He's probably going to get a bubble out for Radimus. It is going to be a bubble. Leo with an IBF needs to find a way to see if he can escape this. Can he do it though? Is not in an amazing spot. Lichborn barely keeping him alive. He does give himself just a little bit of leech. Blind on all these pets. Hodge. Oh, I think it slides here. Unless Radimus. Yeah, big hammer comes on through. Paladins, man. It's crazy. Looks like Team 2 Paladins, dude. The human Paladins are dominant, man. Actually dominant. Cooper making sure to use blades with the Shadow Blade is going to be an immediate Blessing of Saint. Was that from Garrote? He vanished it immediately. Or was that from a cheap shot? I'm not even sure. Wait, you got to sap him to get his adaptation out. You have to hit him with that Saparoo. Garrote trying to make sure he got himself a clean opener. Kidney Shot is going to be DR'd, unfortunately. Or immune to, with adaptation. Well, that's a ruin. I think Radimus has nothing else to use. Yeah, Cloak of Shadows. Yeah, the Rogue got him. The Rogue's got his own set of immunities. Unfortunately. Sabo leaping in. Trying to see if he can get some roots down onto Koopa. Got himself a totem. I'm not even sure what that totem is. Is that movement totem? Not even sure. But a full stun onto Koopa. Maybe that's what it was. It was a capacity who was just cooking. Cheap shot. It goes through. Koopa has nowhere else to escape, unfortunately. Sabo just has too much magic damage that goes right through it. And Kata gonna be up next. Oh, that's the guy. That's the hunter, right? Switching it over is gonna be that, I was gonna say Zendalari racial, but a Ahara and the racial. Dropping a little bit of healing over time for Sabo, actually. He's got healing over time. I forgot that. It actually doesn't seem to be too bad, does it? Sabo just trying to see if he can escape. Is dropping down totems to give himself some movement speed. Kata actually goes in for a trinket. Is that to break out of a root totem? Might have been. Sunder, unfortunately, does not CC him whatsoever. Does get himself a good proc, though. That is actually some huge damage out of the, what is it, Primordial Storm. Kata does have Sabo somewhat low. Is going to go for a charge, but a burrow down. Knocking him up in the air. Does he have a totem to follow up? That's some totems, some healing totems, and some totems that are going to give him some shields. Since he is totemic, so some totem is going to go through. That's an opportunity for Saba to take it. It does take it. Can Saba go to the next one? Already zapping out Shawnee. Shawnee? I'm going to call you Shawnee. Yeah, but the monk has plenty of damn. With Cobra going to be up next. Is Cobra still Diabolus? So far. Hard to tell. He's going to have to use the Succubus CC, I think, to land the a lockdown with Shawnee here. Have to position himself. Is he the Shadow Flame build or the what is it called? What are they called? There's Diabolus and there's the not Hellcaller. Is it? Oh, it is Hellcaller. Is it Hellcaller? I think it is Hellcaller. It is going to be Succubus CC off of that. For Corbin, that is going to be easy freebie Soulfire with an Infernal dropping in mad damage into Shoddy. That Soulfire does so much. Mortal is finally closes the gap. Yeah, he's Diabolist. He is Diabolist. He is the diabolical one. Karma up immediately for Shawnee. Just trying to see if he can maximize damage. Cobra knows to separate from him immediately. Does he have a second gate? He does have a second gate. Dude, the movement for Warlocks is crazy. Succubus right off of that. It is nuts. You have another Decimated Bolt? I don't think he does. You're just gonna have to go for a normal bolt. Yeah, that might just do it. Quick Fear. Chaos Bolt. Oh, I think it was a Chaos Bolt and Shadow Flame together, right? As a connect. That's huge. Everybody looks like got a kill. But how did Sile live through as long as he did versus Darator? And that's unfortunate, man. That's unfortunate. Alrighty, Cobra and Johnny, let me know when you were good, boys. Adaptation does nothing. Yeah, I don't know what happened, man. Is Paladin stunned? Is the Hodge like a 4-second CC? It's gotta be shortened, right? They must have shortened it or something. Because I'm pretty sure it used to be full like 6 or 5 seconds worth of stun. Okay, we need a couple of bodies. Got it. Minus 2. Alright, we need more bodies or for this team if you guys want to join us. Molten 4. 5 Duels. Here we are. We need bodies, boys. Need a second? Sounds good, Johnny. I'm gonna have to get some bodies here myself anyway. You take your time, friend. Oh, Adwo's still leveling. That's okay. That's okay. You do you, my guy. You do you, bud. The fact that I didn't realize how many of you guys will still be leveling over in the EU. I wonder how an A is going to be. It's also going to be a similar situation where everybody's still leveling or not. But I've got at least got some duels out of the way tonight. I'm sure next week is going to be easier to get more. Hey, Nemi, want to see if you'll be down to join some duels. Because Nemi used to do these quite a bit. Panda Cage, Panda. I'm pretty sure Panda is. I'm asked actually. Panda. See if he'll be down for any. I'm not dead. Hello, Rimaru. Yo. Hey, Rimaru. He used to join these. Let's see if we can get him in here. Rodor? Yeah, I got. Wait. Oh, Rodor or somebody else. Wait, Scavy? I don't think I missed Scavy, did I? He's like one level before I get him back. Simon, I'm pretty sure he's a PvE guy. Snoopy, I know he PvPs. Oh, Nemi's just leveling characters. He doesn't have a single one at max level. Tasty? Hey, Tasty? I might ask Tasty, dude. I haven't had Tasty join these in such a long while. Hey Dal, I want to do a guild PvP tournament. Can I organize it like you? Thanks beforehand. Like do the whole spectator stuff? Yeah. Yeah, sure. You can. It's like a command you type in. You just need to be a lead. You need to have the 2 groups added on real ID, and then you're good. Boy, I'm a healer. There. Yeah, Romaro. I don't know, man. I just see one. So this is a bad due to mispress. I have a trinket bound or mouse sensitized and mispress it accidentally. Oh, you good? You good? Yeah. I only got 190. Sad. Yeah. Can we boycott Paladins for PvP once again? There's so many Paladins in Midnight already. I don't know, man. Maybe on the NA. Because I feel like on NA, when we do duels there, we don't really get a lot of Paladins. We got like monks, we got hunters, we got rogues, we got pretty much everything. It says war game request failed or something like that. So you need to make sure that, so it's a couple of things you gotta manage. So what I do for duels is you gotta make sure that the groups are set, their same numbers of players, and you gotta do the command for invite spectator match, tap in the real ID names and how many people are per group, and then send it. You could either select, you could either hit, before you send it, you can hit space and then type in, so it's like command, space, real ID name 1 or character name, as long as you have one real ID that works too. Space, second person lead, type their name, space, number for groups, space, and then you could leave it like that for random arena, or you could type in whatever arena you want, just one word. So if it's like a hook point, just type in like the keyword hook. Don't do peak, like Tiger's Peak, it'll think you were trying to QBGs. So you need to have a specific identifier name that is not, that is a unique one. So like Dalaran sewers, I just type in Dalaran. Mugambala, I mean, there's just one word. Lordaeron, pretty easy. Yeah, Crucible, you can just type in Crucible. Whatever the Kyrian one is, I forget. Empyrean, Domain. Okay, Johnny's ready. I still need 2. Teppo's a PvE guy. Okay, so we're waiting until we can get 2 then. If I get Judy hitting me back up, then maybe we can make something work. Unless Adwood does have like a main that's a max level 2. See if Ben wants to join. I don't know if I asked Ben actually. Let me double check. I don't want to be bugging him too much. Or I could get Snoopy. He's usually streaming and doing his own thing, so I try not to bug him either. Hey, Ben? I don't know if he's a PvE guy or not. I'm just gonna ask. Oh, wait, Bayvorsk? Hey, Bay? Bay. Adam Power? Okay, he's also leveling by the looks of it. I think it's Bane, maybe. Let's try it with the character names. I guess I'll try it with a D name. Either one works, honestly. Either works. It sometimes could be finicky, but either one should work as long as you actually have them added in Real ID. So you do need to have them added, and they got to be online in Real ID, so they can't be like offline or anything like that. So I can Snoopy and let me duel him. Yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah, usually he's like doing his own thing in streaming, so I'm assuming like he's just doing his thing, and I just really don't want to be like bugging. I try not to. This is why usually when we do duels, I try to like hit up all the dudes that are regularly invited to duels, right? People that usually join up. And I try not to bug anybody else the best I can, because I have a number of people added on Real ID. Some just have me added just for the sake of having me added. Others actually added me to like join stuff. Got playing again. Got up a level. Yeah, that's awesome. Okay, we're still waiting for 2 then. Could share the command as well whenever you do the duels. Could you show me the command as well whenever we do duels? My chat is covered up, unfortunately, so no, I couldn't show it. But it's simple. Don't I have it somewhere listed? Oh, no, I don't. Band? What a good name. Okay, so we are going to be losing Cobria. So it looks like I might be calling it here early. Try to look it up, as dumb as it sounds, pretty complicated. Yeah, it'd be cool if they added like some kind of like a UI element for it. Let's do this. Let's give it like 5 minutes, boys. 5 minutes. And if we're not getting any more bites on you, we'll just call it, and we'll come back tomorrow on an A. Yeah, because we got a bunch of duels done. I didn't realize how many people were still leveling. But by next week, maybe I could hit up Kragar. Maybe he wants to join some and do some. Maybe he'll be streaming next week. Who knows? I might message him, see if he'll be down. Because if Kragar comes in, we just need one group and Kragar makes another and we just fight each other. And I think that'd be much easier, right? But yeah, get your mains and ults leveled up. Get them, jump into them training grounds, spam that honor, get yourself the gear. It's gonna be kind of a must-have, you know what I mean? Get that out of the way, boys. Get that out of the way. Gotta prep for the season, man. Gotta be seasoned for the season. I'm thinking of maybe not getting full set of honor gear. I'm thinking maybe I'm just gonna chill and just use my war, what is it called? What is it called? The open world gear, and just use that. Unfortunately, it is a slight item level deficit, which kind of blows it. What else could you do? But yeah. Is that a Harndar? Harnier? There it is, Harnier. I think a training ground spoke of. It basically just queue for training grounds. It's like a PvP thing. Player versus player, queue for training grounds. Apparently this gives you a ton of honor. And you basically are fighting against NPCs. And people are spamming it just to get fully like honored out. It's crazy because like you could do normal BGs and people are doing those, but if you just want to spam queue someone without like any resistance and have games last for like 2 minutes most maybe, you just spam that over and over and over and farm honor because you can't lose. Games end quick, so you're able to spam queue them. And you'll get consistent honor because when you play a long BG and like you lose, you don't get a lot of honor. If you win, you get a bunch of honor against real players, but with this, you're just constantly getting honor no matter win or loss. So a lot of people are spamming that to get fully geared, like just back to back. And it's also like almost instant queue because like you don't need to find 2 teams to fight each other, just enough people to make a team, and then you queue against NPCs. So you're not waiting long at all. Gear for Quests and Slayers Rising, you don't even need one more on him. Yeah, you could. It's just the problem is the scaling for that gear is not as good as like actual honor gear, unfortunately. Like I'm pretty sure I could look at Darator or Radimus, and there's a good chance. Are you all galactic? Oh no, yeah, you are all galactic. Drink it. That's a set and a half. I don't know why it's not showing you a whole mog. But he doesn't have like any, he has a full galactic set, so he doesn't have like any world PvP gear. But the scaling for honor gear is like 276, but the war mode gear is like 260 something, I forget what. So it is a slightly lower scaling in item level in PvP. But shock to you, I love your videos. Start getting content, live streaming a bit because of you. God bless you, sir. God bless you, Scotch. Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, chat. I think we give EU a break tonight, and Dalaran recruit guys from Duertar. I mean, if that's what you want to do, man. The problem with me is if I go outside of Duertar, I'm pretty sure the realm I'm on is dead. Yeah, ain't nobody out here, so I can't really do that, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that's what Boris does though. He hangs out outside of Duertar and recruits like that. It works, honestly. Surprisingly, it works on an A. I think if I could figure out like a really good sweet spot over on the NA duels, like doing them an hour later, it works super well. But yeah, we're gonna call it. I mean, I could pick up add-on. Okay, we pick up add-on. We give it like 5 more minutes, right? 5 more minutes. Because we'll need 2 more. We'll need 2 more. It doesn't take long to get geared. Yeah, not really. Especially if you just do that whole like farm with the training grounds. It's not difficult. I was just thinking with my rogue, like I guess like I was thinking do like leveling some alts and get all my side quests done and get all these other things taken care of. Maybe do the mount grinds because there's like 2 big mounts you can grind for. There's like a big old serpent in Harndar, and then there's also like the undead bird in Zulaman. So I was thinking maybe do that, but I could just always just spam out honor gear and then just focus on one objective at a time. You're probably right though. Oh, I shouldn't go rest. I mean, that could work with me, man. That could work with me. I already made lore of Midnight Arch. I'm already made lore of Midnight Arch. You mean achievement? Lore Midnight? Really? Nice. Wait, Lore Walker? Like you did all the quests? I do eventually want to get all the side quests for Midnight though. I'm working on that, but like now that I got my renown to get champion track items from everybody, all the factions, I'm like, I'm chilling. I'm kind of fine just chilling for a bit and getting my renown with them on a weekly basis. In right friends, I don't have the mount and go war mode. There's no group farming there. For the Hex Bird Zulaman. In Water Friend who doesn't have the mount and go in war mode, there are no groups farming there for the Hex Bird. I was just gonna join one of the groups available. I don't know what the grind is like. I just heard it's 6 hours long. Oh, Sojourner? Hell yeah, guy. Hell yeah. Yeah, I need to do the Sojourner achievement so I can get like the Hummingbird. Extinction. Hold on, chat. We might actually be able to get one more in here. We just need one more, man. We just need one more. Hold on a second. We actually could potentially do this. We need uno más. And then we'll be good. Hold on, Johnny. You still around? You still around, Johnny? You still around, my guy? Consider the ZA and Harrendarm. They're both renowned 7 and 8. Ooh, yeah. Yeah. I did a bunch of stuff, side stuff in ZA. So, yeah. You ready? Hell yeah. We just need one then. If you do PvP, there's a competition for the mobs. It makes the grind long for no reason. If you do PvP off, there's a competition for the mobs. Really? Okay. If there is a competition, then yeah, that would kind of blow. I was just gonna try this. I was gonna join a group and see how it goes. Because so far I killed like 2 mobs and I got the what is it? I got 2 of the currency from every one of them. Although here apparently the drop rates are really, really low. I was thinking to myself like, oh, I just gotta kill 1,000 mobs. That'll be easy. Likely not the story. Likely it's like 2,000 or something. Or more. But yeah, I'll look into it, Mara. I'll join a group if anything. Like if there's a group that's doing a war mode, I'll do that. I was wondering if I should do that on my like tank and just pull mobs from a distance. Drop rates are bad and the spawn timer is awful. Is it really? Oh, okay. Didn't realize. So technically, I do also have a quest in that area where I can have this troll with me, and it gives me a poison ability, and I can like poison stuff, and it dies pretty quick. I guess I just shouldn't complete that quest and just use the troll to poison stuff, right? I think. A red friendly umbrella from which one? I did it in early access with my guardian. There weren't a lot of people running around. Oh, did you really? Okay. Yeah, I do have a tank on Vengeance. I could maybe do that too. They probably just need to increase like more mobs that can drop the thing. That'll be good. Paladin's again very strong this season, sadly. What's up, Ares? Yeah. Paladins are pretty popular. Find one more? Hell yeah. Send them away and we'll go. I'll make a territory lead. I think that'll be easier. I'm not gonna take it to farm it, Mara, like during early access. Was it still 6 hours? Yeah, if it is actually competitive, because I don't see people there at all, like ever. In that area. I just don't. I don't know what it is. Maybe not everybody is doing the farm yet. But imagine the farm is going to be easier as the season goes on. Hello, Rogue now sub feels very good. Yeah, it's really good in single target. You just like snipe things, shadow strike to them, take it out, dispatch them really quickly. Couple of eviscerates. Hit them with a cheap shot. And as you get yourself the Apex talents, you get those like clones doing damage for you. It's pretty good. Took it 5.5 with breaks included. Oh, okay. So like are breaks calculated, like tabulated into it? You like when you're there for an hour, took a break for like 20 minutes, then continued on. Because a buddy of mine apparently had to grind it for 6 hours just to get it done in one sitting. I'm assuming it's gonna be like what's it? I'm assuming it's gonna be like the goblin rep in Undermine, right? You just gotta grind it until you eventually get it. Good old 5-5. What's up, Arcade of a man? Yeah. Deal crap down damage sometimes you tickle them. I can see that. Invite Batty XD and Silverman. I mean, I can invite Batty XZ Silverman. I could try. You go take it. We'll go. Oh, he did take it. Let's go. Huge. Huge. When we zone in, do /roll to find out the order. We will be good to go. We'll do this, chat. This will be the last one for the night, yeah? Just so we can get in and out. Super fast, super clean. Okay, let me do... Where's the thing? Here we go. I need Johnny Boy and Tour 5. I don't know what arena do we do. Tigers? Tigers Peak. I should have done the grand. Give me PTSD to the rep farm and Undermine. It's so brain dead. Yeah, that farm was pretty annoying. I am glad that I did it because the items are awesome. But dude, they really gotta do something with those brain dead farms, man. They gotta do something with it. Like, I know they're probably like, well, what if somebody plays for like 20 minutes a day and then does it over like a week? Then it's like, you know, manageable. But like, bro, I just want my item, and you could tell me I could just sit and grind it forever. I will do it. But man, I'd rather have some kind of like an engaging encounter, a puzzle to solve, than just sit there and farm mob after mob after mob after mob after mob. 4 or 5 hours later, I'm done. Thank God. You know, like, it's just the worst. It's just the worst. It's an actual drain of fun, in my opinion. I think some of those farms are fine, but like that one is the worst. Like the shards and Horrendor, like I'll get them eventually. Right, I'll get 500 eventually. So that one is fine, in my opinion. Leo gonna be first up over for the team one, rushing out in the middle. Is it gonna be Daratar? It is Daratar. Unfortunately, we are missing one over for the team 2. Looks like it's the new guy. Maybe he'll still take the queue. But I was honestly, but you can full pack some mobs and get him full violence. Oh, that is, yeah, that is crazy. That is the worst, especially since we have 1,000 of it. Yeah, that's so little. That's crazy. Daratar does go in for a hand of freedom, trying to see if he can escape, but it's going to be big breath, big side. Trying to follow. Leo does end up going for a dark sim, but looks like Daratar does go for a bubble. Is that a bubble back for Leo? No, it's not. It's not. He stole something, but not a bubble. Dropping down a dome. Daratar going back in. He did end up bubbling, so he doesn't have a big immunity anymore. I just don't know if Leo really has anything to follow up here. Blind, unfortunately, does not get to steal that blind with the dark sim ability. Dark Simulacrum, I think it's called. I'm really bad with that. I'm really bad with that ability. Daratar at some point is gonna have to say, give something to Leo. I don't really know what you give him, as long as it's not a Hodge. Actually, I think it's a Hodge. I think he did give him a Hodge. We'll find out in a second. Find out in a moment here, especially if Leo just goes in. Leo's got a lot of potential damage though. He's got a Reaper's Mark. He's got Pillar. Daratar, I think, knows. He's just like, I just want to live. He's definitely gonna have to use some kind of an immune. Although, if Leo goes in for like a Hodge into a Silence, I don't think Daratar could do anything. But at this point, the Hodge is probably gone though, isn't it? 100% it's gone. Shield event is available. Daratar with a Silence. Try to see if we can potentially escape it. Big damage out for Leo. Is it going to be enough though? Try to see if we can get something going. Leo in hands. I don't think Leo can spell steal it. He's still trying to see if he can fight through Daratar. It is going to be a Hodge. I think stolen. Into a trinket. Into a trinket. I don't know if he can go for a stun dump. I don't know if he can stole anything actually. He's gonna have to go for Death Strikes. Death Pack just to give himself more health to work with. Not in an ideal spot. This is where Leo's gonna have to be extra careful with how he approaches this encounter. Okay, he can still make some damage happen. Spell Warden is still available for Daratar, but if Leo's got everything, full stone with the dragon, full burst available, then follow up a silence, and then continue crushing it. Oh, we did get a guy. We did get Batty here though. So we do have 5 over the 2, which is really good. Unfortunately for Leo, that is a lot of his cooldowns offensively and just not much to follow up here. Unfortunately, does not even land the dragon stun here either. Blind out for Daratar. Silence still goes through him. Leo with a scythe. Is it going to be enough? He's trying to see if he can fight through it. Does get himself a spell steal. I don't really know what he's going to spell steal from Daratar at this point. Maybe heal him. He does send the dragon backwards. I forgot you could do that. Send the dragon back again. Blind, big hammer hanging over his head. Does have IBF to break out of a stun. Music down a notch. Is it actually that loud? Okay, I can do that. I can do that. Stun, but that's going to be AMS. Unfortunately for Dalaran, unable to lock him down. Wait a second, there goes the Spell Warden. Leo just got to live. He can't, unfortunately, stop Dalaran. All his CC is magical. All he can do is IBF and Death Strike here and there. And Death Strike is physical. It'll heal you a little, but oh my. Every Death Strike, oh, just a full immune. There's nothing he can really do about it. That is so rough, man. That is unfortunately rough. Messiah is going to be up next. And that adaptation, man, you got to swap out of that adaptation. That thing ain't going to do nothing for you. I just realized the T-Rex you're on has controls. It has like a joystick and a couple of buttons. I just realized it. How did I miss it this entire time? Saya, no wait, adaptation doesn't proc for Saya. Wait, Saya, did you fix your adaptation? Did you fix? Ain't no way. Derek, we're trying to see. Why are you guys doing backpedaling on your horses? What is even happening here? Also, how does Saya has a blue one and why do you have a red one? I thought it was faction based. Maybe I'm wrong on that. But it looks like the hammer does go through a Saya, picking him out real quick. Who is up next? Is it going to be Extinction? Wait, is this guy's got the Glad Mount too? That's a gorgeous one. Those things double totem, dude. Look at this. Man out here from Grim Batol. Got himself a stun onto Saya. The Blessing of Saint or anything. Spear down is going to be Blessing of Protection. Extinction with that. Oh. I was thinking it was a high mounted Torrent charge, but he used a Heroic Leap Dragon charge actually. So instead he's got that. Trying to see if he can save his trinket. Not using offensive or defensive abilities just yet. He has a lot of offensive potential. Trying to see if he can catch up back to Saya. This way he really needs to make sure he's getting those rampages back to back if he can. Because that'll be huge damage. Draw. I think the warrior may need the defensive here really early. Does go for a rallying cry. Fear into Saya. That is going to be adaptation. Having to go for a big defensive here. Unfortunately, Saya just stayed away with that hand of freedom. This is where you got to get as much healing as possible. Every bloodthirst is going to be huge heals, or something at least to help you stabilize. Trinkets out of that stun. That is so rough. Into a disarmor to Saya, but he's already got dots in the extension. Try to see if you catch up a little bit of healing. I don't know if he's running the cheat death mechanic. It may be running the cheat death. Trying to go for a reflect. Saya's just going to cast some heals. Now I got to reflect in the Hodge, unfortunately. Extension, I think he was able to reflect that hammer damage a little. Got himself another charge. Look at him go, dude. He's just zooming out of there. I think that is the right play because that's going to give him second wind. If only he had reflect for that Hodge or Judgment. Stun. Try to see if he can make some damage happen. Saya knows to back up out of there for a moment. There goes the Hodge. Extension does have a lot of damage available. Is Saya, does he have enough to take him out here? It just goes closer into a short stun. Try to see if he can pressure rolling in. Unfortunately, the warrior, I guess the paladin, there's only so much you can do with addon. Going to be up next. Got himself the Ascendance build. He's got himself the Thrall look. The glasses. Only thing that separates him from Thrall. But this is where Saya, he's in a decent spot right now. At least I think so. Trying to think about packs. Yeah. And addon got a full root onto Saya, dude. Now I'm looking at the, I've been seeing Harranger totems everywhere. Looking at the original Orc totems, they are classic. They are a classic. They look awesome. It's going to be back-to-back hits out for addon. Does Saya try to see if he can escape? Can he do it is the question. Full Ascend, full Lust. This is where the most damage comes out for addon. I don't know if he's playing the Tempest build or if he's playing the Totem. I don't think he's a Totem though, right? Don't think he's a Temic. He's got to be a Tempest. Because that has a direct interaction with Ascend. But for him right now, he just needs to get himself a good angle. Also got to make those lightning bolts hit because it's going to give a big Tempest leaping on top of Saya. No trinket to break out of this one. Does hold on to a wall for the time being. And Saya is going to see a wall out of the Chevy. I think he's just going to want to escape as best as he can. It's going to be a trinket adaptation proccing. Addon kind of leaping somewhere near-ish Saya. He got a lot of range damage there. He can continue competing with Saya. As long as he's got Maelstrom to spend, he could always get himself a heal. Stun trades with a blind. Unfortunately, Addon is going to need some kind of a heal right now. He needs whatever healing he can. 37% dampening though. That lay on hands. That's going to be Saya stabilizing completely. Addon needs a heal this moment, but unfortunately does go down. Burrow was available, but I think he was trying to see if he could possibly just keep spamming Maelstrom, fighting through Saya to continue to getting healing surges back to back if at all possible. Baddies is going to be up next, or Radibus. One of you to kind of go. You know, I kind of hate the way that this helm looks on a Tauren. I hate it. He looks surprised. This guy looks like he's just scared. Like big old eyes, just wide. I don't like the way that it sits on their back though. I think that hoodie part, it looks odd. Can't be the only one that sees it, right? Can't be the only one, dude. Hand or fade him out for Saya. He's still got a bubble in case he needs it. I don't think he's got a lay on hands. He did use it against the shaman. Really wish lay on hands was trackable, but I think it's because of cooldown reduction talents. You can't really track it super well. That or some other talent. I'm not really sure. But usually anything that has a cooldown reduction, like wings for example, it's not always a 2-minute. The game has a real hard time tracking those things. Real hard time. Radimus though trying to find a better angle. That is going to be a spell warden super early, and Saya just escaping it completely. Saya's kind of lowish on health. I'm wondering if adaptation will actually work for him this time though, because in the past I guess Bob, it just didn't really do much. But I'm wondering if it worked this time around. So Radimus try to see if he can get himself a better angle. And I think Radimus, yeah, with Spell Warden or Blessing of Saint, actually both traded Blessing of Saint, so he's going to be able to get the opener. Adaptation does actually proc, so Radimus not going to be able to hold Saya down with a Hodge easily. For Saya, it's a question of, do you wait until like blind is back up and you get an adaptation through blind and then you go for the Hodge and lock him down? Or do you just like Hodge now and wait until later? Because Radimus is going to be able to get next Hodge on you. That is going to be a trinket proc. Saya with wings, everything available. Shield Dividends trade for both of them. Radimus got himself still continuous damage. Lay on hands does come through. Is Radimus the hammer build? Or is he is the hammer build? Yeah, Saya could be in big trouble. Doesn't bubble yet. His health is super low. If Radimus gets a real good proc, though, Saya could be actually under a mountain of trouble. He still got that Dawn Light rotting down Radimus a little bit. Little bubble available for both Paladin. Saya, though, has a Spell Warden, so you may actually want to trade Spell Warden here if possible. Unless he just wants to see if he can just live without it. I don't know if you do that. I think you just go in with Spell Warden. No, just a high, you just go in. I think you have to Spell Warden. Pre-Spell Warden it. He does. He does. The blind stops anything. Radimus, all you can do is try to stand still. Maybe generate holy power just for a heal. But I think Saya, yeah, taking you out and still got a bubble in the back pocket, trying to go for regenerating. And that's going to be a nice Blessing of Saint too. Stopping us stun completely. Trinket immediately out for, looks like Batty's trinketed. I think it trinketed. Somebody trinketed. I swear I saw a trinket proc. That is going to be a bubble out for Saya. Spell Warden out for Baddies. But did he bubble and take out bubble? Is that what happened? I felt like he took out bubble maybe a little too early. Is there trinket available for Baddies? I feel like he did use a trinket. Bubble out right now. Saya, question is, how do you live? Do you have a lay on hands or anything? Just trying to see if he can use mobility, kind of running past Baddies, but he just doesn't quite sit there. Wake of Ashes full through, stun right after adaptation proccing. Saya trying to go for whatever healing he can. That is the hammer build out for Baddies. So I think for Saya, if he goes in for Wake, Dawn Light, that might just do it. I think he's setting up potentially a 1v5 here, right? Possibly. Hodge, I think he has him, right? Or not? Or not? I don't think he does. He doesn't have a Wake of Ashes. No, he had a stun, but no Wake of Ashes to follow up. So next stun is going to be deadly. He's going to have to Blessing of Saint, but his health is so low. I wouldn't even trust a Hodge into a Wake of Ashes wings or hammer. That could be rough. Stun goes through. Does pre-Blessing of Saint it? That is still big hammer. Oh, Baddies takes it. Did the Hammer Paladin just make it out alive? Hold on, are they making the Hammer Paladins a play again? Dude, Hammer Paladin won that. That burst was brutal. That was so good. Koopa is gonna be up next, man. Wait, are you wearing the new... I think that is the Amani customization, right? The skin? Dude, Blizzard, you should have given us proper, like, Amani models. Trolls with the full Amani models would have been a hell of a good customization to get. That would have been sick. They really got to rethink it, man. They really got to rethink it. They're just changing your skin color to just like swampy green. I mean, it's cool, but it's not quite Amani. I really think they need to give trolls like different tribes. So you could be a Dark Spirit troll and still be lanky, or you want to be beefy Amani or Sand Fury or whatever, right? I feel like that should be options. I feel like it should be like a body shape option, right? At the very least, like you can just add it as a setting because they have the same animations anyway. They're still trolls. Baddies got himself a lay on hand scoop and trying to see if he can cloak his shadows. This is going to be me to trinket out of Baddies. Wait a second, this Paladin might just be going for a sweep here. The Hammer Paladin could be sweeping. He doesn't have a lay in hands, unfortunately. That is going to be just dots out of Koopa, who has himself a trinket and evasion. Deathmark is still available. Hold on. He's just letting the dots do work on baddies. He's trying to see if he can escape. I think you go one for a kick, normal, yeah, and then you go road after. Kick, get the opener, go road, extend it, kidney, deathmark. Maybe that's the play. Are we not getting more customization for races? They did say they want to add more customization options, but I think for trolls in particular, they need to add like troll tribes, right? It's kind of like how with Draxia, you can select to make him look like, you know, a little beefier or a little more lanky. I feel like trolls should get the option too. Full dots are in baddies. Unfortunately, I think he is going to be going down, though. The executes are strong. Side does bring back 4, but unfortunately, the Dawnlight Paladin, the dawn of the Dawnlight Paladin might have come with a Hammer Pally actually taken over. Mad burst out of him specifically. Crazy good. Alrighty, boys. That's all she wrote. Thank you all so much for coming by. Thank you all so much for watching. Super fun hanging out with all of you. One more for the boys? Nah, man. I gotta call it. I got videos to work on. I got food I gotta eat. I need to do a better job taking care of myself, which I've been putting in a backseat for a little bit here. Mostly because, how to defeat Murogen and Necrax in Mizara Caverns? Huh? There's a Wowhead guide on the first boss of Mizara. You gotta be kidding me, right? Huh? It's crazy. I'm done. Same. I'd like to, more haircuts. Not just haircuts, man. They have like, you know, beefy models, dude. The muscle dudes. They look sick. They actually look better than normal trolls. They look awesome. They have beards. Bro, like not just haircuts. Like they have a lot of cool stuff. They're willing to do that, dude. Look, I made a tweet not long ago, and I feel like this tweet, like just look at it, right? Just look at it. Just look at it. Hold on, let me screenshot it so you can see it. Just look at it. Hold on. That's perfect, actually. I'm just gonna say both of them. Right? I'm just gonna say both of them. In between the two. Is it not? Okay, I'll just bring up both. Okay, chat. The Amani troll customizations the players wanted out of troll customizations in Midnight. The Amani customizations we got. Like, bro, they have literally the same skeleton, same model, same animation, same everything. The only difference is they're just like slightly beefier, but the animations are literally the same from combat, cutscenes, casting, literally everyone down to the wire. They stand just like normal trolls do. Literally better trolls, and they just will not do it for some reason. Literally, they just could flip it like a switch, and they just won't. Like, and the thing is, it's not like there's only like 3 versions of these trolls where it's like 3 different NPCs that you'll see everywhere. There's like a bunch of different variations of like just customization options. Like take away all the armor and bone stuff and just like replace it with normal gear. The thing is too, because they have exactly the same animation and stance as trolls, right? They already have it pre-baked in, literally pre-baked, baked in. Hell, look at the Amani females, and they're literally just orcs. They're just slightly larger. You literally take how armor sits on a troll, you scale it a little, just a little scaling, the helms, textures, all of that would apply pretty much the same. Maybe somebody would have to go tweak it a little, but pretty much the same across the board. It would work because they're literally trolls. Literally trolls. And if you were to export them into like a model viewer, people have done things like that for like Nightborn, for example, right? Nightborn of Suramar, we didn't know there were going to be allied races, but they're essentially knight elf models, skeleton, like a modified version. Like the stance is a little different, but you could still apply majority of knight elf armor, and it worked fine for them. Worked just fine. It wrapped around them just fine. 3D elements mostly worked okay. They just needed to adjust a couple of things, and then they did it, and they made them to allied race. Whoop-de-doo, we play with them. You know what I mean? Like these guys, but Nightborn had, dude, Nightborn have, I'm just gonna do this. Nightborn even have a different stance than Night Elves. They actually went out of their way to give them a different stance than Night Elves. See, they're, and also like they also changed their they actually also changed their, can I see the Nightborn? They also changed their proportions for shoulders and other items. Like shoulders on male Nightborn are massive, dude. They're huge, like the rogue shoulders, like monk shoulders, right? They're huge, it's like that of an orc, right? Huge proportions. Massive proportions, smaller, like slightly smaller, I think. Or did they change it so it's the same? These guys had like massive proportions for shoulders in particular. Priest? No, they're larger. I want to say they're larger. They look larger. What about rogue? I know in rogues their shoulders were larger. I want to say this is smaller and this is larger. I want to say this is larger. Or maybe the way they stand. But even though idols is different too. The idol animation is also different. Like Zendalari have more of a similar idol animation to normal trolls. Like more similar to like normal night elves. Except this animation is slightly different. They just like stand a little taller. But I think like this, and I'm pretty sure this is closer than Nightborn, which I guess I can't sub a preview. But like Night Elves kind of like do this bob and weave. These guys don't really do the bob and weave in that same way. They're just more like right shoulder forward. What does Andos do again? They like flip the shoulder. Actually, yeah. But like Worg and Rogue attacks are the best. They really are good looking. I do agree with you on that. I do need to run a macro to do a fix here real quick. But yeah, otherwise, dude, they could just do it. If they really wanted to do right by trolls and actually give them good customizations, they could. They could do it like next week or in 2 weeks. They could. They literally have it in the game, but they just don't. I don't understand why. I don't understand why. Gotta have an orc with bad posture. Dude, the orcs with good posture or bad posture, like even orcs have a choice. Like, are you kidding me? Like, how do orcs have like a posture choice, but like they can't just have like a couple of different troll types that are already in the game, right? And like the trolls, they literally have like dark spirit troll animations, walking, idle, everything, literally the same, because they're not even orcs except for female Amani. They are using the female orc animations. But you know, it's not that different. It's kind of like Zendalari females are closer to troll females. Like, look, literally the same. Literally the same. Maybe there's slight differences, but it's so hard to tell. It's so hard to tell. You know, but this is literally like what everything that these guys use does the Amani females. And like, I feel like if they were to add that as an allied race and give them to the Horde, I guess I couldn't see Amani go to the Alliance. I could only see him go to the Horde. Closest thing. Closest thing. You know, because it got Darkspear, it just got, and Zendalari. It makes sense given that. But yeah. Which is why I don't think they're going to add him, unfortunately. But if they're not going to add him, at least make it so that trolls can have more customizations. And the idea of like trolls, they're not always just Darkspear trolls. Just revamp the troll interim and give them a choice of different like tribes or whatever. Because even orcs, right? They're not just like orcs of a very specific clan. They're just orcs. And you could choose which clan you're part of. There's literally like a whole heritage quest line and you just choose which one you're part of. It's whatever you want. Right? It really doesn't make a difference. Literally doesn't make a difference. You could just make a choice. But no. Okay, I'm gonna stop harping about it. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go. You guys have a good one. Thanks so much for joining me in Duels. I appreciate you. You guys are wonderful, beautiful. Thank you all so much for watching. Hope you guys did enjoy. I'm gonna go get myself something to eat, and I'll catch all of you guys over in the next one. Alrighty, boys. Alrighty. Peace.